There we go. I think we in the house, y'all. I think we in the house, y'all. Boom. Just like that. Hey, hey. Just like that. All right, now I gotta see how to get my sis in here. See how to get Savon in here. Savon, look. I don't know if you on here, but this is just a test. I might end up going on yours because I don't know if this is like showing good on mine. Plus, I didn't really do like no, I don't really have people that really get on my live thing like that or whatever. So let me see. Maybe I can share it to my YouTube. This is so weird, y'all. This is like my first time. Hey, Jasmine. Oh, snap. I'm learning. Okay. All right. I see it. Let me see. Can I invite somebody? I posted a link. Let's see what happens. I might get addicted to this. Got me out here looking all good and everything. Can get a piece of my love. Hey, waiting for you. Girl, it's true. Let me get my charge. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I almost killed myself. Oh. Hey, D Star, what's going on? Hey, y'all. Oh my God. All right. Okay. All right. I see y'all. I see y'all. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Hey. All right. Let's see what we got here. Oh, I see Jasmine. Hold on. Okay. Let me see. Can I do this, Jasmine? Damn.
Baby, I'm looking crazy. So, was it hard to download the program? Because I'm trying to do it too.
So, check this out, right? Like, I was in bed.
Mm-hmm.
I was in bed.
And I'm getting ready for bed.
Right. Minding my own business. And I said, let me get on this stream, y'all, and see what it's giving. So what I did is I just typed in StreamYard, put my email address, and it let me just go straight to it. So I think what it is that it gives you like the first. I'm assuming maybe like after you use it a couple of times, you can use it for free, and then after that, it'll probably like switch to. I'm quite sure, but it like will charge you or whatever. So I'm quite sure that that's what's going on. Like I'm quite sure that's the dealio. That's how it works. But when you type in StreamYard.com, put your email address. You can only do it from your computer. It doesn't let you do it from your phone. You can do it from your phone, but people that are hosting cannot do it from their phone. If that makes sense.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But I like it though. You know, it's cute. It's cute. I just gotta figure out how to let me see
Get it together.
yeah, if I can share the link, because I was just in here playing around, like to be honest, and then the thing went live, and I was like, oh snap. Okay, let me see.
Yeah, I got your little notification. I said, well, let me see what he's talking about since he been MIA today. You ain't looking at the screen. Look at this. You went MIA today.
Well, I figure I will make it up to you.
Oh,
And
I had cooked for us yesterday too, and you or the girls didn't even show up yesterday. So I was really upset. I had made all that food and nobody showed up.
don't do that. Don't.
I made a caramel cake. I made 5 meat spaghetti and garlic bread, and nobody showed up.
I'm sorry. See what had happened was.
I know you was busy with working because you got to have a job if you want to be with me.
Hey, hey,
No romance with no finance.
wait a minute. I'm sorry, Simone. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Bam. Won't he do it? Hey,
Won't it do it? Hello, Savant.
Hello.
We see you.
Honey, my ass was laying down.
You see me in my nightly robe, right?
I know it. I'm just getting everybody out the bed. Mind you.
All right, because you know what? The thing is, the spirit was putting on you because I was like, we should just kind of like chit chat tonight. I know we chit chatting tomorrow night, but I was just like, we probably should. So right when I thought that, your ass came up and said, "Hey,
I'm liking this all natural though with you over here, Miss Corporate. I'm liking this all natural. You look like I don't work the 9 to 5, and I'm sitting here. I done had some wine, and now I'm sitting here in my wash face fish you giving me over here.
Yes.
Who is this? Who is this in the comments? I do not.
Oh, so check this out. So what you can do, take and hit the way that it's figured up, hit like the one, I think that's like the 2 side by side or 3, the options on how you can view us.
Okay.
There.
Okay.
So, like when you go in and do like you're connecting. Okay, so the free version will let you connect to one account.
Okay.
And it's not going to charge you for the free version. I mean, you get so many hours, right? But
right.
when you live streaming it, it'll save to whatever profile you have. I think the only way you have to start paying is when it's hold up, I gotta see some shit, honey. I'm sorry. Sometimes I need my glasses. I've been working all day. You have to put on the when you want to do more than that, then you can choose what packages you want. You know what I'm saying? If you want to stream to like Facebook and YouTube and Periscope, all that.
Okay. Gotcha.
But you can do like the free version, and it'll give you so many sessions.
Hey D Star, how are you doing?
What's going on, y'all?
Nothing, girl. I'm over here. I'm over here having a moment or whatnot.
Yes.
Well, look, what can the group do? What we need to do? Let me turn my and it's warm in here, Lord Jesus.
Well, I was just fussing because I had made the girls, and Mr. Man some I made everybody some food and stuff yesterday, and I sent everybody pictures, and nobody showed up at the table.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait. I saw okay, so wait a minute. Can I give me a drink if we gonna do this?
Yes.
Oh yes, because let me turn on some light then. Let me turn on some light.
We need a before Saturday night social club meeting.
I'm down for it. I'm down.
Let me go get me something to drink, and I'll be right back. Oh, girl, I just look so. I tried to work out today, y'all. It's just.
That's all right. You
look, girl. I did the same thing. I done took my makeup off and everything. You see, I ain't got no hair, no nothing.
It's all
I'm looking
good.
toe up from the floor up.
Where Jessica at? You know what? Where Jessica? Yeah. Let's see. She probably knocked out somewhere.
I don't know where she is.
MIA. I forgot her name on Instagram. What up? Let's see. Missing our message. There she go. Here we go. Climbing the stairway to heaven.
Well.
Look, D Star said, "Let me go grab my drink." A mess.
Oh Lord, we is not finna cut up tonight. Y'all know I got work in the morning.
Let me. You got to work in the morning. What time you got to work?
I don't have to be there till 9 o'clock, but we are not finna cut up. But look, look for me because I'm gonna go out and come right back in because I'm changing from my cell phone and getting on my laptop. Okay.
Okay. Hey,
All right.
Keon, what's going on? What's going on? I got that Stella Rose in the house. Hey, Stella Rose in the house. Hey, Stella Rose in the house. Hey, Stella Rose, Stella Rose. I got that. Oh, I know it. Yeah, she hold on. Let me have my girl back.
All right, I'm back.
There she go. I got that. Oh, I know it was the blood. Hey. Oh, I know.
Look, I'm doing one of Jessica numbers.
You got to.
know it was the blood that saved me.
Sometimes we got to get on here dry face and.
Baby.
That's all right.
So how many times me and you done did it on Instagram? Like,
Girl,
you done did it on Instagram.
We don't care, honey.
You can do that when you can do that when you at HBIC. You can do that.
Hey.
That's right.
But
we all head bitches.
Look, Keon.
Yes.
Keon said, I'm gonna save my wine. I'm nothing chilling. I'm gonna save my wine for tomorrow night.
Yes, Lord. So let me get y'all together, because since everybody done got their libation.
I thought you was cooking. I didn't know that was an invitation. How was we supposed to show up? What was we supposed to do? Get on live and eat? Like, what was the
plan? We were supposed to do something. I don't know. Let me rewind it back a little bit.
Go ahead.
So yesterday, y'all, I take my mom's car, and my car is down right now. So I take my mom's car. My mom has like this tree stump or something that she's trying to do in the yard. So unbeknownst to me, the tree stump was laying in the backseat of the van, right? So while the tree stump was laying in the backseat of the van, I done went and picked up everything that y'all seen be cooking yesterday or whatever. So I'm getting ready to get in the car, and she said, "Baby, make sure you grab me some she asked for some Gatorade." So I take and I sit the Gatorade down. Hey, Jessica, come on in, girl. Come on in.
I got a big at home. Let me see how I do
girl,
this.
We all dry face tonight, girls. If you want to come on in, it's the dry face Friday night game. The dry face, girl, is that a new thing? The dry face Friday night game.
You know it. You know it.
All right. So
go for it.
So you was
child, as I take and I put the groceries into the car, I looked down and I didn't even pay attention to what was going on. Girl, I thought it was a damn snake sitting in the back of the car. I jumped back and I said, "Oh my God, it's a snake, it's a snake, it's a snake," like that in the car. Oh so as I'm taking and doing this man, he walks past, he goes, "Hey, Mark. Man, what's wrong? Man, what's wrong?" And I was like, "It's a snake in the car, it's a snake in the car." So me being me, and I'm scared of snakes, I was about to book it. Leave the van, the car, everything, just sitting right there. I was fit to go. He looked at me.
Black folks don't do snake.
He looks at me. He goes into the car. He was like, "Ma'am." I said, "Sir." He said, "Ma'am." I said, "Sir." He said, "Ma'am." I said, "Sir." He pulled up the piece of wood. I said, "I be damn." I was really through. So, by this time, Madison had came on doing her sing-off thingy or whatever. With me and you was chatting back and forth, Savon, yesterday. Child, I was in the kitchen. I was doing this. I was shaking and trembling while I was cooking. I said, "Baby," baby, my nerves just through. But getting back to, I knew, you previously was, we were sitting there, we was discussing. See, I invited you yesterday, child. I put it up there. Nobody came for the menu.
Private chat, Tristan.
Say what?
Look at the private chat.
Oh, private chat. Oh, hell, wait a minute.
Go ahead, baby.
So yeah, that's what was going on yesterday, and I knew that what we all had discussed offline. I knew what you was going through. I knew Tristan was going on a little something too. So I was like, well, let me go ahead and fix the game. Get us an old caramel cake together. It was a 3-layer caramel cake, homemade caramel cake, and I had made 5 meat with spaghetti and some a little garden salad. I wasn't trying to go overboard, and some homemade garlic bread. Child, it was one of those days. It was good. But then when I got up today, it wasn't nothing left.
Oh, it was
gone.
You did get you some though, right?
I got that bowl that I showed y'all when I put it together. That was it.
But see, you living in the house, you know what the norm is if it's good. You should have got you a bowl and put you something somewhere else.
You know what? How us CPs is. You know how us color folks is.
We gonna
I
find
should
it.
have, but I didn't.
I know.
I
There
didn't.
you go. See, look at you. What else you want to know, boo?
Hey,
I have to figure this shit out by myself. What
Now
else
you know y'all gonna y'all gonna have to walk me through this. Whenever I start doing it.
We got you. Listen, so yesterday I had like a major attitude. Well, I've had an attitude for the last 2 days. But
Why
I had
did
a
I bet
major.
somebody spit their drink out?
these short hairstylists. Oh my God, a mess.
This ain't the half of it. So I'm tell you, I'm a character in a half, baby. You don't want me to get started with one of my stories. For real.
All right, Jen.
Something serious.
We'll see you on tomorrow night then. Just watch us.
Yes, she probably in the bed, honey. You know,
Ain't none of us dressed. We're out chilling.
Girl,
ain't none of us dressed. Come on in, Jessica.
She said it ain't that kind of party.
Let her rest so she can bring her energy tomorrow, baby. She yes, honey. But listen, I tell you what, it was just a day. Like it was just a week. I'm sorry. And yesterday I was not on my best behavior at all. I was just fit to be tired. My filter was turned off. It was turned off. And Keela, hey Keela, look, Ken.
I'm not Jessica, but hey.
Let me tell you, honey, it was just, and I don't know if it's the quarantine or what it is now. Everybody knows that, you know, there's my other business, which is the salon, and you know, I want to make sure, you know, we doing things right. I want to make sure that I don't want to open too early because I'm not trying to get people sick and I ain't trying to get sick, but there's measures that you have to take to make sure everything is going good. And although nobody's stressing me about anything, I'm just one of those people, I stress myself out about it. And I just stressed myself out about it. So yesterday was a day I had to say, look, girl, calm the fuck down and chill the fuck out.
When is your birthday?
I'm a Libra, September 23rd.
Okay, Libra.
Ooh, baby. Y'all always in y'all head.
Absolutely, always, because I'm always trying to go. I want to have a contingency plan on top of a contingency plan on top of a contingency plan. And I have those. But I feel like my contingency plans are a little shaky, and I don't like that.
Yeah.
Because, you know, when you have a business and you worked hard for that business, and you've put a lot into it, and I done put more than 20 years into it, even though a month or two ain't gonna break it, but you get what I'm saying. Like, when it comes down to, sorry, just, well, girl.
I understand. Okay.
It's Friday night.
I understand. But, you know, that's why when we was all talking and everything, that's why I didn't like taking precedent, because I know Mr. had said his situation and you had said your situation. I was like, well, let me go, you know, but then I rolled through with the little side eye a little bit, you know. I was like, well, we supposed to be an old support system. But, you know, you can't support people whenever they're going to say, hey,
okay, so tell us this. You are absolutely right. Well, here in Nashville, it's actually, they saying the 8th, but it's probably going to move to the end of the month. And my thing is, even if they say open the salon back up, I want to make sure that people who are coming in aren't impacted. I'm not impacted. So we still got to have a contingency plan. So, you know, it's just, I'm not in my comfort zone. That's what it is. But back to you.
But you're not thinking, but what you're saying though, you have that already in mind that you want to be on top of it because you don't want somebody to come in and accuse you of something that didn't happen in your salon. I understand that. You trying to cover your bases on all the way around.
And we're gonna talk about why I feel that way tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? I definitely understand about why I feel that way tomorrow, because people are the way that they are. You know what I'm saying? So you got to protect yourself. And then when you have clients, even though you have your clients and they're loyal and they've been with you for a while, let's just be very honest. We as African Americans, we're not going to walk around with our hair standing on our head too long before we call Fat Peaches in the projects to do our hair, bitch.
Okay.
Let's just be real. Before we call Fat Peaches, Nene or Oliver, who going to do braids in her kitchen, bitch, don't play. You know, you have to think about when it's time to go back into the shop, how long can you sustain? Because you still got lease, if not mortgage, if you own your shop, you still got business insurance, you got lights, water, you got all of that. And even though they saying, we're going to work with you, they only going to work with you so long because they're business too. And then you're supposed to have,
and they can't leave.
You're supposed to have all
They
this
can't
aid
keep
in place to help you and to assist. Now, people, I get it. You have a business, you need to have a savings. You do, but you also want to preserve that savings because you don't know how long this is going to last. So all the aid that's supposed to be there for you is not. And then you see these other businesses who are not small businesses getting $15 to $20 million. And I'm like, what in the holy fuck is going on? This is how I feel. You're not a small business. You got 17 million sitting in the bank in reserve. How you small?
Amen. Plus, that's not including the other accounts that you have. Come on. I know.
This is why I don't put all my eggs in one basket. This is why I am the corporate girl. I've got my other little thing going on, and I've got that too, because you cannot have more than one. You got to have more than one income coming in. Period.
Amen.
So, girl, what I want to go back to, because this is true. This is the 6ft8 show, but I want to go back. How should we have supported you yesterday for the feast? Because I do feel bad. What was the plan?
Yeah, what was the plan? I was going through it, but what was the plan though?
I was doing it to maybe uplift y'all. So it wasn't really a plan. It was just an uplift feast. That's what it was.
That cake made me.
It was
it did. And then I want to go out. I'm not gonna go out and play, but I want to work out. Like I'm sitting here, I'm drinking, I want to work out too, and I'm scared to go out and walk because I feel like, bitch, if I walk, the wrong bitch is gonna walk past me, bitch, and then what?
It's a wrap.
And see, I don't like wearing the mask, even though I know right now it's going to be like, I would say for the next year or so, it's going to become the norm. So I've got to get accustomed to it because I feel like I'm getting smothered when I have them on. So my mom said that she was going to make me some custom ones. So, it's a little bit looser and everything around the face and everything because I'm a claustrophobic person and I don't like that feeling, So I break up and I start sweating and all this kind of stuff.
And then on top of that, let's talk. Hello, even to add, what's up, Spiller Boy, baby? Even on top of that, Miss Spiller Boy made a mask, and that bitch was fabulous. If y'all didn't,
I know, and I would have copied that. I want to copy that,
and he took you through details too. So my thing is, if y'all don't know this about me, y'all will learn this about me. My ass is all about presentation, and I can't go out. This is about the worst that you probably gonna see, and I'm cringing because I'm on camera, just as dry faced.
Girl, you were good.
Right? But it is what it is, right? I can't wear my mask and be beat, bitch. I have makeup all over that motherfucker.
Hello, from one sister to another. I understand.
Let me tell you, I don't mind a dry face hoe because there's been times I done kissed somebody and they whole eyebrow was up here on top of my forehead. So with that being said, I'm good.
Right.
I'm good. I'm completely good.
Where's my fan at? Because I'm dead right now. I'm dead.
All good. I'm just saying. Some of them women out there,
my eyebrows are actually mine. They're not drawn in. They mine. However,
mine too.
There's been here's what's so funny. Like there'll be times that boyfriend come in, he want to hug and a kiss. And I'm I'm brown skinned girl. So as soon as I'm hugging and kissing, he got this smudge on his face, and he white. He had this smudge on his face where all the makeup was.
So he done got a quick tan. There you
go.
Girl, be up there kissing the whole face is removed.
But see, that's what I understand, and that's something that's really unique about you, sir. Because if you can like and love a person without the illusion together, that means you really care hard for that person. That's just not put on or whatever like that. So I understand that and I respect that.
You say y'all heard my brows be drawn. I ain't got none. Look, I'm just saying.
Wait a minute, hold on. I'm just saying. You got brows. I see brows in that pic.
I'm just saying.
I'm so glad you decided to get on here because I was thinking about it, but I'm like, I was in my head. I'm like, bitch, I'm not finna get up. Look, and then I'm working on my wig for tomorrow night. So I'm like, bitch, I'm not finna girl.
I wanted to, but like I said, I've been apprehensive because I don't know how to work the StreamYard thing. So just from what y'all been talking about, before everybody came in here. So you better come on.
Girl, I'm just gonna see it.
I'm liking this bob. I like this one too.
I like the colors in it. but she
Yes.
gets real mischievous right here, and I hate like this right here is bothering me. But you know what though, like.
Because I wanted to actually do it tonight, but then I was like, y'all was probably gonna be busy, and I ain't want to just sit on Facebook and run my mouth.
I'm always here for that. Look, I had to work through this StreamYard my damn self. You know, I saw it. I was like, how the fuck do I work through it? And I figured it out. But yeah,
I'm gonna tell you right now, I was scared because I thought it was through your phone, and you know, my phone be going with me everywhere. So I was scared that, you know, if I wasn't live, like what if the bitch just turned on and I'm just sitting here like my dick just hanging out and stuff, like. just saying, you'll never know what could be going on over here. It's, you know,
Oh, speaking of,
well, first of all, let's talk about that. First of all, if you have a laptop, desktop, or anything in your room, you need to have
I thought you could only, like, I thought the host you could use.
No, the host has to be on a laptop or desktop.
Right.
So speaking of, did y'all catch that Twitter that tweet that was going around about on the person, and they was getting fellatio right in the middle of her live, girl?
I didn't see it, but she talked about it, and she said, "Look, don't get on my live with that bullshit."
Girl, somebody sent it to me, and I said, "Oh my God." And there was a black guy, and the white guy was doing the black guy. I said, "Oh my God!"
No,
it's real.
No, I got
it was something serious. And she cussed them from here to yesterday.
I'm turning on with your ding ding will be good content. Now I don't know if you said that, but I'm ad-libbing. I heard about that because I was watching her show today when she was talking to Tammy, and she was like, "Now I'm gonna tell y'all, don't get on here with y'all pee out." And I was like, "Why would she have to say that?" That's why.
Yes, look, child. Yesterday they had came on there, and then I wanted to send y'all something on Twitter, but I didn't know nobody's Twitter thing.
Hold on, what we had talked about. My Twitter is for everybody, honey.
Look,
but yeah, I was gonna send you something on Twitter. I thought it was something that you might have liked, but you know, I didn't know if you was gonna.
First of all, I like all the nastiness, and I like to pretend that I don't.
Yes,
but look, from the top there.
Jessica knows that I do. She keeps me together. And one on my page, because first I
you sent it to me.
He's like, okay, to all the students, I commend you guys. You did a great job for 2020. And then he thought the camera's off. He got off, and I was like, first of all, bitch, why are you in the house with no drawers on? And you got either, I don't know if it was your child, your man boy, your servant, your son, your nephew.
Know.
I don't know who it was, but you just bought. And I did. Twitter is the new Tumblr. I heard that from my niece Chi Chi.
Yes, it is, baby, and they shuts it down.
First of all, I've been sending Shayla all kind of stuff because Instagram is also the new Tumblr. They got information and all that stuff on there. So it because of the coronavirus.
Y'all remember the girl? You know the girl, Kayla Nicole Jones, like the girl with the little pony that had the little ponytail, the little short. She did like the little short ponytail.
And she went viral from that.
She went viral for that, yes.
And she looks
really young. She's like really like model size. Her name is Kayla Nicole Jones on Instagram. But let me tell you, she went live 3 nights ago with this Instagram. I don't know if you can see it. Let me hold it up. Her name is Lovely Peaches Music. Lovely Peaches Music 100. So I'm sitting there right on Kayla's live, and all of a sudden she invites this Lovely Peaches Music 100 on the live. And girl, tell me why the girl done sit here and put her phone in between her legs and just is digging in her kitty cat sandbox. Just digging. And then
this is why they need to have a way for you to preview before they get on. Because I ain't trying to deal with that type of stuff. And see, I don't go live on my Instagram often. But I do. Well, first of all, if I go live, bitch, ain't nobody gonna be in there. I'm growing, so it's gonna be like 5 folk, and they're gonna be bored as fuck. Jasmine was so kind to join me the other night. Thank you, girl, for supporting. You know,
you're welcome.
Always. My damn self, but oh my God, playing her kitty cat.
Yes, I kid you not. She was playing her kitty cat, and then she turned around and put her hand to her face, and I just completely fell out on the floor like I was not expecting it. Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes. And I was just like, I was done. Like I couldn't say nothing. Her name is If you go to, I kid you not, if you go to this girl page, like she is lit. This
Drop
girl,
it. Put it, type it in.
type it in. This girl be drinking.
StreamYard.
This girl be drinking her own urine. I kid you not. She got a whole.
She's a 2 girls, 1 cup type of girl.
I'm just,
one girl.
You
one
remember
cup.
that? Savant, you remember that?
I'm just saying.
I'm old girl. Lovely piece of music. Y'all, we finna give her all kind of likes and follows.
No, ma'am, because I ain't into that. I ain't into that at all.
She be over there talking about she be having sex with men and be having little things crawling in between her legs. I'm just like, what is going on? Like,
Honey, she need to clean something in.
Well,
she got like, what do you mean things?
She need to go clean something.
She called them the white bugs. I don't know what it means. I don't know what's
going on.
But she say they the white bugs. She say the white bugs be down there. She say the white bugs be down there. That's all I'm saying.
That's crabs, honey.
All I'm saying.
That's crabs, baby.
I completely.
Wait.
I'm telling you, I cannot make this stuff up. She even went to call the guy that she had sex with, and the guy called her back, going off on her, talking about you gonna gave me some bugs that's crawling in my diner between my legs and all between my thigh and in my butt.
She giving crabs. Yeah. That's what it is. Did you see the one video that Craig the writer Stewart posted where old girl was in there? She was live streaming thinking she was getting tested for COVID, and the doctor was like, "You don't have COVID, bitch, but you do have chlamydia." And she's like, "Oh, I'm live." First of all, girl, you done for being live when you getting test results back. You don't.
Dumb.
Hey, y'all. It's crazy.
I don't know what you're sending, but it looks like little squares, baby. You probably sending like.
She probably sending like little emojis. I'm telling you, it is crazy out here in this world. And then
baby, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying it's crazy out here. That's all. I'm just saying it's crazy.
Did y'all see? Well, y'all probably didn't see it because it was on Twitter. So I follow somebody on there called Mister
6'8",
Mister something. But child, with the Mister's page, Savant and Chi was talking about that they wanted to date. They would date if they weren't in situations. They would take and date a trans, a female to male, a trans man.
Yes,
baby, they had old child on there, and she was black, and they wore that child completely out. I said, "Damn, I need to send this to."
When you said "woe them,"
but I ain't had nobody stuff. Woe her out like
her sensuous or his sensuous crevices.
Yes, all it just rearrange stuff. Just rearrange. That's all I can say.
That's not just scary at all. That's very enticing.
Oh.
But that's why I was going. I didn't have
very much,
y'all are doing
period.
I'm just like, listen.
This is late night with the girls, right, Mister? This is late night with the girls.
Let's keep this same energy. I'm just into it. Like, I mean, and I think I say I'm into it. It is rich, honey. That's very rich, bitch. That's very rich, honey. But you know what?
Billy Boy come in.
I mean, he should. This is open forum if he wants. Spilly Boy got a lot of stuff out there. He probably, bitch, I don't feel like being on camera, but he's always welcome, right? But it's funny because like my boyfriend knows that I'm very open, and he is too. Really, he really just be waiting on me like, bitch, okay, are you gonna step over or you not? And I be like teasing. I ain't really jump rope, and I ain't really jumping in. But girl, I be wanting to watch. Can I just watch first? Can I just watch a good old nasty session and I just watch it and then reassess and see if I want to do it? Like I just want to watch it. Not right now with Corona, because bitch.
See, you're kind of sort of like I am on the thinking part. I don't mind watching, and maybe even taking notes and contemplating.
Like in person, but I don't care. In person.
Yes. But then, I don't know when it comes down to, I'm like, girl, do you want to do this or no? Or no?
I'll watch
or no.
I ain't got no problem. But it's when they be like, but after they get to look at it, like, baby, so like, what's up? And get to touch. I'm like, girl, to look now, bitch. I will go on now. Don't play with me because I don't really know how I'm gonna react. Like, go on. Don't make me pull out my taser. Like.
But okay, so it ain't nothing but family in here, and it's just 2 or 3 of us anyway. So this problem. But good, when you sit and you just like at that point, and then friend goes from, and then friend goes to, you know what I mean? But then I'm thinking if somebody took a touch, then friend gonna go back down to, especially if it's the wrong friend,
Okay, so that's why you can't be doing that.
Hey, Norman.
Touching on nothing. Like, you can't do that. Like, you just can't.
I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I just sat in that jail. Damn near rotten
damn Lord Jesus.
Okay, so I got something to share. I got something to share. Like, I ain't want to share it because I ain't want to like be revealing too much of my.
We already know. A, we know you nasty. 2, we know you a freak. 3, we know you open.
And we like it.
4, we love you anyway.
Yes. So before you share, let me get my nuts. Hold on.
Wait. She had to go get her nuts. Oh,
right.
Okay.
Not right.
Oh, okay.
She is not right. Oh. Y'all gonna stop. Y'all are going to stop. Y'all are going to stop. That's right.
I'm gonna go with salt and pepper because I need a little flavor.
Just a little. I was gonna say I like salty nuts, but I don't like them like that. Like, I like the salty nuts, but not the salty.
I'm scared to tell. I don't know Michelle a lot of stories of my past experiences, but I'm gonna tell just a little bit of a time. It's not like nothing like too way far past. I know this is YouTube. This ain't Twitter. The new Tumblr. So I'm gonna try to keep it cute.
You do a good old Periscope for that, I guess, right? In Periscope, the live Twitter, like.
But okay, on the same token though, the time frame, and then you have your channel set for 18 and older, right?
Yes, I put it.
Well, we good.
As long as you have the standard set for 18 and older, and you don't actually show us the nuts and balls, then I guess we'll be okay. Spilly Boy will have to show us the ways because, baby,
I showed mine though.
Your salted nuts and balls.
Well, I only got 1.5, so it ain't really nothing to show. But I mean, if you talking about the other thing, we can go all day with that for miles and miles. So
1.5.
Look, don't judge me. Don't judge me. I cannot help that when I came out as a baby, one of my little crown jewels went up and disappeared into outer space, and they had to pull that sucker back down. It's just, and it ain't never been right since.
It's just. It's more to love you with, baby. It's more to love you with.
And then my thing is that I be tickled because people be down there and I'm just like, what are you searching for? Because you're not going to find this, sweetheart. Like you're gonna find a tree trunk.
Obviously, they're not experienced. Because if they were experienced, they would know that a tree trunk don't carry a whole bunch of nuts any goddamn way.
Where it's not about my libations.
Ball sacks usually don't have big tree trunks. All the tree trunks that I've seen in my life that were ginormous had pebbles.
Yes,
well, that is true. I wonder why
they're planted by some because they're planted by fertile ground. So fertile ground, most of the time, whenever you have a tree trunk, you don't have to have all that dirt and stuff. All you have is just that.
The trunk is already nourished.
Okay, all right, then y'all better come through for the education because I'm just
I don't know about anybody else. But I'm okay with the little grass on the lawn. I don't need bushes and weeds, but I'm okay with a nice little, curated.
I'm gonna be very honest.
And I want to come behind you, so go ahead.
I'm not a hairy person. I mean, like I'm sure y'all can tell that. Like I give
whatever's natural work. I'm just saying that I am okay with a little grass on the lawn. I don't
I
necessarily
am
want payment.
I am too. It depends on what mood and what day I'm feeling that's gonna determine it. So how I normally do it is that there are moments to, like I said, being that I have such a broad range and I have just such a open perspective with so much stuff, there are some times to where if I'm in that mindset, which, as of lately I haven't been just because of the fact that, it's just been me like Tristan laid back. But at the times when I do feel a little cunty, I do, sometimes decide to, make it all, slip and slide down and, mow the grass and all that stuff. Only because of the fact that, sometimes I just, kind of want to just, have a different mindset. Then when I feel like going back and, feeling like a man again, I, be all natural. So
I mean, and I think that's okay. What I have to say about me, when I keep a good old slip and slide, but however, when I slip and slide, I actually turn my cell phone though. I'll be like, oh, okay, yes. However, I don't really necessarily want my man to be slip and slide. I want him to have a lawn.
I was just gonna say that. Now, me, it's depending on the circumstance, not necessarily circumstance. Because me personally, I prefer to be pretty much slip and slide. I mean, every now and then have like a landing strip or something like that. Something that's cute. But like with the dude, if you hairy up top, I want you hairy all over. That natural and it just does something for me. I don't know, especially like an Italian or a Puerto Rico or I mean,
yes.
Oh, Puerto Rico, yes, God.
Oh, Puerto Rico,
yes, God. Or baby, if you've ever dated anyone from New Orleans, it's just cheese and crackers. That's all I can say. Cheese and crackers. But then sometimes you're gonna be like,
I say cheese.
I don't know. Sometimes I want, like Jessica saying, I want the hardwood floors there visible.
Shut up, Jessica. Bye.
She said hardwood ain't no carpet, bitch. That's linoleum, girl. But listen,
y'all killing my chest, honey.
So, like, I am a 70s porn girl. Like, I like all of that.
Okay, so here, okay. Yes. So I'm glad you mentioned it. Because when I look at porn, I'm not gonna lie.
Are we freezing up? What's going on?
Am I freezing?
No, no,
good bush up.
Who freezing? Wait a minute. Well, I'm freezing.
I see you fine.
Can you see me, Jen?
Okay, you good now?
Y'all can see me.
Yeah, I can see you now.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can hear you.
But when I look at porn, I like to look at. I like natural women and all natural, men. And if the trans, man or woman wants, I mean, hey, who am I to judge? I'm just saying.
What does it say about me, the fact that I like straight porn?
You know what? I do. I'm gonna say I watch. If I had to have a preference, I have two things that I prefer. I prefer to watch straight porn, or either it's going to be, if it is in the gay genre, then it's going to be a real like masculine, like aggressive, like I'm pretty much throwing your ass across the room into the damn other wall, like something like.
Yes. Yes.
So okay, so since we saying this, am I the only one in the room that likes to be choked a little bit?
Hey,
I like a nice, like, yeah. I mean, well, let me just say this.
I'm not hurting, but when you at that point, like,
but you can like gag me with your cock. Like, I'll take that. I mean, force it down. Like, I want to like need the rush of needing some air. Kind of turns me on.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So it's kind of sort of like suffocation. I got you. Yes. But okay. I'm the same with everybody else. Like, I look at everything, but I just can't get into lesbian porn. I just can't get into that.
Wait, Jess said something that I didn't know.
Well, hold on. Which one? Which way? Where?
Oh, I see.
No, she said I prefer female to male and gay porn. Bitch, I didn't know. Well, I knew the gay porn, but I didn't know the female to male. Really?
See,
you learn something every day.
You learn things about your friends in the most inconspicuous places.
Ain't that it?
You learn
choke me out.
You learn something new every day. I'm just saying.
Yes, girl, come through. This bitch. So, girl, you're not so Little House on the Prairie after all. I love it.
I try to tell you,
it's always the domesticated Betty Crocker type.
The quiet one. The Betty White. The Betty Whites is what I'm gonna call
Betty White. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. She said, "No pain, no gain."
Yes, the Betty Whites, girl.
Yes. So let me ask y'all: Did anyone besides me and Savon call? Do you want that smoke? Because I have one specific reason why I'm going there.
Before you go there, can I re-up?
Yes.
Why they answer?
Yes.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Give me a moment. Let me re-up real fast.
And while we re-upping, I need to go on the sidebar on the side note here. So aside from all of the stuff that we've been talking about and stuff, I don't know why, but I have such a fascination for news. Like that's one of my biggest things. I like I don't like. Well, I mean, it's okay watching the news, but like reading the news, like an actual like going online reading stuff, that's like my downtime thing that I do a lot of. So with that being said, there's a lady named Shawn Johnson, and she does these like really lavished out funerals down in West Palm Beach, Florida. Savon might know. I know Miss Millie that was on with us. I don't know. Was you? Hold on. Was you with us? You was with us, right? We did so many shows. Was you with us when we was with Apostle Don Allen last?
Yes. Okay. I was in the comments, but I didn't get on.
Okay.
Because Mr. Brown was having a lot of problems with
That's right. So Miss Millie did an interview a while back because she lives in West Palm Beach with I guess the lawyer of the woman who is suing this funeral home. And basically the reason why they're suing the funeral home is because the 11-year-old girl that died, she died of asthma. She was from Savannah. The girl, the lady, I guess, had the girl's body. Apparently she didn't keep it in the refrigerator because the girl had asthma. The body deteriorated like quicker than normal. And the girl, when the woman went up there to go see her daughter, like she pretty much was like decaying. Like, I mean, like her skin was falling off, honey. Like,
that's what I walked back in on.
It was falling.
Oh my God!
I'm just. He
was doing a side note explaining what some of the new stuff that he read.
Yeah, I was when you walked away so I wouldn't get into like my other story. I was gonna get into. I went into a sidebar about the news that I watched. But this girl, she was 11 years old. Lord rest her soul. She, if I'm not mistaken, was from Savannah, Georgia. And there's a woman down in West Palm Beach named Shawn Johnson. And Shawn Johnson, if you look on Facebook like a lot, she does like these really lavish funerals. Like one of the recent funerals she did was this guy that was sitting in his hoopty. It was like a gold hoopty. He was sitting.
I know what you're talking about.
You also do the one with the lady standing up with her Gucci purse and her all that.
Well, not that one, but I know definitely she did the one with the guy. He was sitting in a hoopty and he was like, he had dreads in his head and he had like on a jersey on and stuff like that.
Okay.
But he was sitting in a gold hoopty though, and she did like these really like over the top things.
Yeah.
Anything you can think of.
Yeah.
And she lives in West Palm Beach, Florida. So I was telling her that this girl, from Savannah, Georgia, 11-year-old girl died of an asthma attack back in February. And the reason why I found out about it is because I used to follow the funerals and stuff whenever they would be posted online because they would have like a whole production like really laid out. So come to find out, Miss Millie actually did an interview with the girl's mama lawyer or whatever. And what I was telling Jasmine is that the mother went to the funeral home trying to see her daughter, was constantly like giving a runaround. Eventually she got led up to the funeral home and the girl's skin was falling off. She was basically see-through at this point. Like
they didn't have her refrigerated.
her scalp was like pretty much detached from her head. Like, and I'm just like, I was just like, I can't even imagine going to a funeral home to see my child in that state. And the reason why it was because of the fact that she was not kept refrigerated or whatever, I guess, in or embalmed, I think it was. So I guess
they didn't go ahead and embalm the body like they were supposed to. So the natural order had started setting in.
Right.
So, rigor mortis.
Right. So, all of that aside, it's like all of this stuff happened, but girl, it was just like, I'm just like, what, first of all, and this ain't, the judge, but Miami, I always believe that Florida is the home of people seeing putting stunts and shows. So I was like, I should have known that it was something too good to be true.
Not about all of this though, baby.
Because I'm just like,
it was at that one funeral home who does the lavish funerals is where that girl was?
Yes, that's what the girl was.
So what was her reason? What did she say it was? Did her refrigerator go out? Like, what was her?
So she claimed that her claim, if you look in the court documents, her claim is that the girl had asthma, which caused the degeneration of the cells, like to degenerate quickly or something like that, which basically is like because you have issues with the lungs, your body is basically like self-digesting itself. So it's like your body is eating away at itself at a rapid rate than what the vomit fluid can, like, be able to, like, I guess sustain or whatever. So that was her excuse as to why. But then there was also like some conflict where I heard that, she promised that she's supposed to have been paid like such and such money by this time. And then also she told the lady that the body had to be out within a week as far as being shown because it was like decaying fast or whatever. And the body wasn't shown, the body wasn't ready. Like, I think it was like maybe like 2 weeks and a half, because I did see the girl's mama raising money on her Facebook page. So I don't know if they had anything to do with the fact that she couldn't pay the funeral or what. But
even with that being said, if y'all remembered with James Brown body was laid out for like what,
3 months
or so before they came and did it. Yeah, it was like a year or so because the kids was fighting over the body. So that's really no excuse, because once they have the body, the body's not released.
Michael's body was out for quite some time.
Yes.
And Aretha's was out for a week.
Yes. And
her clothes, her costume changed during the funeral.
Yep. But you know what? A lot of times, if that embalming fluid is watered down, it's not going to take anyway. I heard, like, if it's not like potent, like some people will cut corners because they're trying to like stretch it, so they'll put some water in it and mix it up with it. So I don't know if that's what she did. Then come to find out, she ain't even a funeral home owner. The person that she's in business with is the funeral home director. She don't even have a funeral license. She got a license, if I'm not mistaken, for a pet.
Girl, Phaedra.
You got one of them.
Come on, Phaedra.
Right.
Oh, Lord,
what you said, Don. Yes, basically, yeah. No, I'm talking about you, Jasmine. Phaedra. No, right. Phaedra Parks.
Yes.
Trying to figure out what the hell going on.
Phaedra actually had like legitimacy, didn't she?
I mean, you know what? She give me.
In the words of Spiller Boy, swipe left.
Okay, swipe left. Okay, so
I'm sorry, my bad.
What were we talking about?
So basically, so to get back on topic, the reason why I got off topic because I ain't want to get into my story before we got back and stuff like that.
Okay.
So we was basically talking about what we was talking about. I know we was talking about something to do with gosh, I forgot. Yeah,
I started drinking when you told me.
Okay, so anyway,
I'm originally going to talk about
No, I'm gonna go into my story because that's what I was initially like trying to get at with the whole thing of when it came to like as far as like positioning, like the whole we was talking about the grooming, like what people prefer down there. So basically, to get back to my story, I said all of that to say that when I have my moments of masculinity, which I kind of have more of a regular guy, laid back, and I call that person Trent. Like Trent is the more like fun, like mysterious, like aggressive, freaky type person.
Yeah.
And hold on, let me get my notepad too. Let me get my notepad too. Come on, Trent.
Yeah. So yeah, Trent is the more, fun and freaky, aggressive type person. That's like the alter ego. That's like everything that I won't do, Trent will do, basically. Like that's the difference between us. Tristan is the more like keep it cute, keep it conservative, be all missionary with it.
Tristan, like Trent, is more or less like whenever drag queens or drag kings get in drag. So that's your alter ego.
He said, right? Trey, say what now?
I said so. Trent would be more or less like your persona whenever you are going out and chilling and this, that, and third.
Right.
So Trenton is your masculine thing.
Right.
And Tristan is whenever we get past that and we seeing the real you.
Right.
Girl, you
got you.
All right, girl.
Yeah, so
I got you.
Bitch, I feel like my 10 o'clock shadow is coming in. I'm gonna have to go make some adjustments.
Whatever, girl. You look fine to me.
But I make my adjustments.
But I'm gonna say what I was getting ready to say is that, so anyways, I had met this guy, whatever. It was actually Facebook dating. And met the guy on Facebook dating, and this was like, I don't know, maybe like 3 or 4 months back, probably like when I was, dealing with struggling, like had itch, wanting to scratch and stuff like that. And like I told you, I don't know if I told you, but I've been practicing, being celibate because I've been trying to, like, somebody said yes, straight. I've been trying to, like, really like whole lot. But every man has his needs, and every dog has his day. So with that being said,
mine was the other day. Mine has been. I'm on a 6-year stretch, so mine is. Call on Jesus.
It's rough. So needless to say, I had conversation with the guy. We hit it off and stuff, but he was. I'm not gonna say that he was probably a first out of many that I had as far as like dealt with, because he was definitely feminine. Like he was real feminine, domesticated type, real smart, like, had a good head on his shoulder, loved to travel, the world, stuff like that. Anyway, after I got off, my little shift or whatever, I decided since I live, since I live in the South Side, but I work on the North. I said, let me sit here, and scoop my little stuff over. I ain't got nothing else going on, and see what's popping. So anywho, needless to say, went over there, and I wasn't really trying to do anything because of the fact that, I had been trying to, hey, April, what's going on? I had been trying to hold, like I said, not really like I was trying to hold out, but needless to say, one thing led to another, and we went somehow ended up in the bedroom, and somehow my clothes ended somewhere, and his clothes ended kind of somewhere too, a little bit, sort of. And next thing you know, and mind you, this guy, he's like thick guy. He ain't like no small guy. That's like a husky guy. Like,
you better come on with your
and hit my ass down 100 and hit my ass down 195 pounds aluminum foil. Damn, I'm saying, like, man, either one or two things gonna happen. Either I'm gonna die by suffocation, or either I'm gonna sit here and enjoy this. It's gonna be the thrill of my life. So needless to say,
did you want him to sit on your face, baby?
He got on top of me and stuff, and we didn't like go all the way, because like I said, first of all, I didn't come prepared. You know what I mean? But I definitely wanted to get a feel of, I just wanted to, just kind of get a little test drive.
My goodness, not my goodness, my goodness, not my goodness.
I'm leaning. Let me see. Hold on? Let me see if I got a pillow. I'm leaning back. I'm sitting on the edge of the bed.
Yes, come on for the demo.
And I'm leaning back like this, and he's sitting on top of me. And like, next thing I know, we just going like, it's just like some, just like some, just you gotta grab all it, because like I said, it was a whole bunch of hips and shit. So you gotta grab all
hips.
And just
get them childbirth and hips. Yes, God. Yes. Okay.
But I
put
still
my thigh out.
And then, we just, we up here having, that whole dirty talking stuff too. I'm like, like, yeah, you like that, you like that. It's don't you like just going at it. But I say all of that to say is that I stopped because, like I said, I couldn't because I wasn't prepared. And I have a rule of thumb: if I don't know you like that, I always bring my own protection. I'm not fixing. I have to bring
my question was: were you Trent then, or were you?
Oh, I was Tristan? It was definitely Trent.
Yeah, I was gonna say the fact that he was definitely in the room like a motherfucking stallion.
Tristan would have not had the guts to even attempt that because
look, Mark, don't try it, Mark. Don't try it, Mark. I love you, but don't try it, Mark. don't try it.
But the funny part was that all of this bubbliness and stuff that you see right now, like all of that stuff was like out the window. It was like I was a whole different person. Yeah, like right, like they be in the movie, like just like getting it on, and then your pants, like pants around the ankle. Like I'm telling you, it was a whole situation. And when I tell you that after that happened, I had come to realize I was like, okay. I was like, clearly, I had already came to the conclusion that I liked certain things, but when that happened, it was like I clearly realized, okay, you definitely like a lot more than you let it know. Like you definitely do. Who is 9 inches for your little booty? Honey,
9 inches for your little booty. Hey, baby girl.
Okay, so
oh yeah, that's some spam, honey. Block that hoe.
I don't know how to.
I was just gonna say you may need.
You need a moderator, bitch. Hold on.
Let's see.
Just make Jessica a moderator.
Okay. I don't know if it worked. Did it work?
Yeah, because I don't see it no more.
Yep.
Oh, bitch, look at me. Oh, am I a moderator, bitch? How was I able to do that?
I don't know because I think I hit blocked at the same time too.
Bitch, it said not okay. Maybe you did it, and I at the same time, and I felt like I had some kind of superpower. I don't know.
But I don't, like I said, I don't know how to operate this stuff, y'all. I'm just not learning, so you have to kind of excuse me. But I hope my channel.
I think the only way you can block it is on, like, if it's a Facebook, you have to. I don't.
Ty, it probably happened because I'm sitting up here practically having an OnlyFans moment on my damn YouTube channel.
Listen, so you got to be careful with moderators from what I've heard, but. Right. Oh, girl is taking care of me on mine. She does really well. So
yeah, I gotta get with T-Bless. I mean,
she's so sweet, and I don't really know all the way, but she seems so sweet, and I have no problem with
her. She blocked me. She blocked me.
No, she didn't. She didn't. No.
Oh, okay. I retract that statement.
So she didn't. No, she didn't. So. The way I had a setting on my page that if it looks like a link, so what if you put like a period dot something? Mm-hmm. If it looks like a link, it would automatically block you. That was on me.
Okay.
I removed that. No, she didn't. No. And
so plus, I apologize.
She wouldn't block unless we talked about it. So no.
Okay, I apologize.
Oh, I have a question. What do you all think about dating a military man? Who want to go first, bitch?
Well, I ain't really got no experience. I mean, I done slept with a military man.
Would you try to take a chance and I'll follow up, bitch? Because I can tell you, but go.
Sure. It's pros and cons to that because a lot of times, like I live in a city that has 3 different military bases, like nearby. We have NAS, we have Whitingfield, and we have the Mobile chapter. So I have 3 different ones that's in the same area, and it's different ones. It's depending on the situation because if they're getting stationed here, that's different than if they're coming in and doing a 6-week leave or they're doing 6 months worth of classes or a year worth of classes or whatever. Because a lot of them come in and they got full-fledged families back home. And they getting in, they sitting and running the game and talking to you, but then they turn around, and when it's time for them to go, they done made you all these sweet promises and nothing, then it ain't nothing. But it's pros and cons to dating anyone. That's just like dating any type of person. It's not necessarily just military or whatever. It's the person themselves. You know what I'm saying? But that's just my perspective of it.
Okay. What about you, Siobhan?
So well, let me just say this. I I think I told you guys in one message that I thought I was gonna be an army wife.
Yes, you told us.
Yeah, because that was my thing. I wanted it. I liked the aesthetics of it. At one point in time, to be honest with you, for me, straight men, DL men, army men was like my target market. Like I wouldn't go for them, but they would go for me. Okay, so. Oh, hold on one second. Norman, I did not. If you tell me your Twitter, I would definitely follow it. I'm Holly on Twitter.
And I'm on Savon, so I'll follow back.
So I had dated several army men. And April remembers the story of the one who ended up being married. But prior to that, April, I had an entourage, not an entourage, but I had experience dating military men, and you're right. If they are stationed in your area, I mean, they are perfect. They give you masculinity. They give you all of it. Mm-hmm. They give you all of it. Here's the thing, though, about it. You know, when they are deployed, baby, you're not the only one they talking to, bitch.
Right.
Amen.
You're not the only one they having a whole conversation about. You're not the only one they in a relationship with. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing, okay? But I was just drawn to them because they worked out, they were physically fit, they loved the trend, they loved me. Them hoes wasn't ever scared. Let me just say that. They wasn't ever scared.
Hell no.
It would work out because them hoes weren't ever living in their truth either.
Right. That's true.
Let me do that right now, Norman.
And Mark Chung said, what about a military man with a child?
I'm okay with children. The thing about it, the people who like about kids is the fact that if a kid, now I don't overstep my boundaries, but I don't do disrespectful ass kids either. So either you beat the hell out that little heifer, or I'm gonna beat the hell out that heifer. That's it. And if you don't have a good parenting plan, then leave me out of it. Okay, let them come over on the weekends that I don't come over because I don't do disrespectful ass kids.
I think it's sexy when somebody have a child. I don't care who, like whether you a man, woman, trans, no matter what. Like I think it's sexy when somebody has a child because it's just like I don't know, it's something about it. Like just.
Well, see, that's what I want in the future. I want to have one. So I'm gonna probably wind up adopting. So that's my thing. But I'm also within the next month or so going ahead and going through the process of getting my my license to become a provider for disabled handicapped kids. Okay. So I'm gonna go back into that field.
I can see that.
But yes. But where we had left off before Mr. and his story about him and his trade and everything. Yeah, so I don't know if y'all paid attention to, but do y'all remember seeing Mr. Country Boy? I think that was his name.
Yes.
Now he was giving me a lot, and I was like, I'm here for the mess with him. I'm really here for the mess with him. He was giving me a lot. And I said, if he really didn't have any other social medias, because he didn't put no other social medias down there, I wasn't finna send him $1 or $2, but I was like, I'm just here for the mess with him because he gives me something. I don't know what it is, but it gives me something. Speaking of
Craig, so I have a confession moment.
Speaking of Craig, you said?
Speaking of Craig, if I'm gonna tell you right now, if I had an idea, because people always ask me what exactly is my type, and I always tell them that I don't even know what a type is because I feel like that
you're sexually fluid.
Right, exactly. So it's like I've dated people that have so much different kind of personalities, energy, gender. Like it's just like it's not like one specific
Am I the one that's frozen?
Is I'm frozen? I don't know. It might be me. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't see anybody.
You frozen. Good? I can see y'all.
You see? Okay.
I was frozen for a second. We was good. We good now.
That's amazing. That mean, yes. My sis Kawana, she said that's amazing. That means a lot to me being someone who was born with. I did not know that. Sis.
Wait a minute. Oh.
I did not know that. So my sis Kawana, she's a cisgender woman, biologically born woman, but she has sickle cell like me, so that's how we both connected. Because we both have the same doctor, and I did not know that at all. So I know it's on top of sickle cell. I know that that's a lot to deal with. What's wrong?
Jessica says Craig is hot as hell. Bitch, wait a minute. So, see, Jill, let me tell you something. Hold on. Let me get on my friend for 1 second.
Back to Craig.
Wait a minute. Hold on. See, I love her, and y'all know I do. And this is coming from a good place. But she knows how much I love T.S. Madison and all this other stuff. Girl, she be acting brand new, not about T.S. Madison, but I'll be like, oh, I watched T.S. Madison's show and blah, blah, this. And she won't say nothing. She gives me no idea that she actually watches the show. But then she'll come up with Craig is hot as hell, which lets me know she watches. She one of them old peeping Tom motherfucking YouTubers. I love her.
I cannot.
Craig is hot though. I ain't gonna lie. We're gonna leave it at that.
Oh, it's hilarious. That is hilarious. Jasmine disappeared. What happened?
How don't you like it, Norman? I love me some Jessica. She always dropped the nuggets right when I needed to. Need her too.
Oh, there she go. Hold on. There you go. Okay.
Child, I don't know what's going on over here. The devil is just all in it. I don't know.
We need to pray those spirits like Maddie did on her show. I don't understand. Why. Go ahead.
What I was no, y'all good. Y'all good. Okay. What I was saying though is that for some reason Craig has something that really like it stands out to me. It's not like a specific thing. It's just the fact that he has feminine energy that I love. Craig
has what energy?
He has feminine energy.
I don't know if he would agree.
I mean, he does. He definitely gives you feminine vibes at times. He has feminine energy. That to me,
he gives me bottom a lot. Right. For real. I'm just gonna call it what it is. He gives me bottom.
He don't give me nothing. I have no idea.
He does, but he also,
I mean, just outside looking in, not just knowing, but outside looking in.
I just never thought about it. Oh my God. Okay, well, I
just love this his whole, like, it's like a perfect balance of masculine and feminine as far as in a man. That is.
I think he is very
seasoned. Yes, Mark.
I don't want to say seasoned because sometimes it's like age. I think he's very aware. Mm-hmm. I think he's learned a lot about himself and what he likes, and I think he's okay with that. I really do.
Yes.
But see, I don't know them. Like, I just know what I know from the show. So a lot of people make the mistake of feeling like they know somebody just from what they represent on the show.
One side say verse.
I mean, and maybe. I mean, most of us can be verse, honey, in a good situation.
Oh, miss.
What did he say, Jessica? Tell us what he said, because I don't recall. What did he say? I don't know. I just think I like his intellect.
I do.
Craig is so smart. I like the way he talks. Allegedly. Comes from an intellectual perspective, and I can feel and vibe with that. I can also vibe with, Chi-Chi and T.S. Madison, who may not be like all about all of that, right? But they feel very much aware and very much knowledgeable. So I love what he gives. I am also loving the fact that him and Derek J has teamed up, and I cannot wait to watch their show on Wednesday.
Let me tell you, speaking of which, Derek J is such a great interviewer. That interview that he did with T.S. Madison, I loved it so much that I've started watching all of it.
Did you see the one with Parashay today?
Yes, I caught it. I caught like an hour or so of it.
Tell me your thoughts. See it. I don't want to tell you mine. Tell me your thoughts.
So based on just the parts that I saw, because like when I came into the room, it was like around the part where he was talking about as far as like Derek J asked him a question about whether or not, but like as far as the rumors and speculation and people saying that, you boost or stuff like that, or where you get your money from, old man, things like that. Like I came in the room around that point, and my thing is that I do appreciate his transparency as far as for being transparent about that. You know, he admitted like, yeah, you know, he's done all of that. You know, as far as like when it comes to boosting, when it comes to, you know, as far as dating old men, like he's not denying any of that. I will say that I can tell based on by the time that the interview ended that he still worries about what people think about him, because he did say something that stood out to me. You know, he said that when Derek J asked him the question, you know, how much do you love yourself, or like, you know, you're happy with yourself on a scale from 0 to 100, he was like, he's good, but when it comes to like as far as other people's perception of him, it's like, you know, when it comes to like people, you know, as far as trying to determine if they're real, you know, or true or not, as far as a fake, like it makes him sometimes question himself, like as far as how they, you know, I guess like judge or perceive him. And from that perspective, sometimes he kind of like, I guess you could say it affects his self-esteem. I guess I want to use is the word that I'm looking for to use.
Yeah. And what do you think, Jasmine? Did you see it?
I didn't see it, but I seen whenever him and Madison was talking. And I have let me say this, because I think I've said it a couple times, but I don't know for sure, because I know I definitely said it in Patreon with Madison. But I have the utmost respect, and I have a newfound respect for her hustle and for the stuff she's been through, because each one of our stories is completely different. But to literally, if you take and you look back, and I'm just using her right now, if you take and you look back at her career on YouTube, not only YouTube, but where she went through, and like the interview with Derek J, like basically fill in the blanks or fill in the holes that we were missing, more of her backstory of how she became who she is.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not trying to glorify or anything like that.
And
but
it's okay to glorify
give
her,
respect where respect's, you know, give respect where respect is due.
Her if she is an inspiration. I like to give people their flowers while they're alive. So give her that.
Yes.
If that's how you feel.
So with that being said, it makes me respect her hustle so much more, because so much of her life, and I understand where Miss Mary said to her, boo, you giving them too much, but so much of her life has been played out in front of the camera for us to see. To see not only that she's a strong person, not only that she's like everybody else and go through adversity like the rest of us do. You know what I'm saying? Not only saying that, you know, you may get 1,001 no's, but it just takes that one so that you walk through that door. And when you walk through that door, be loud and proud of who you are. So I can, not only do I commend her, I have the utmost respect for her. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, and you know, it was all these, every person that I know of, that if you haven't got haters behind you, then you haven't made it. So she's already arrived. And that's what I see for each one of us that are striving. Like, we're striving to get those haters, so we know that we're at that point. But if you can't, and I'll go to something else. Do you know the day that you, Savon, you, Chi-Chi, and Black Jada was on Chi-Chi's thing, and they was talking and everything?
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of sort of torn with Black Jada.
Why?
And I say, I'm going to explain to you why I say that. With every one of us, there's a certain aura of arrogance that we should have, but it also should be a certain aura of humbleness that we should possess too. Mm-hmm. Like, using you, for instance, you have never came across being stuck up, rude. And I'm just saying from what I've seen from her. I'm not saying I know her personally, because I don't know her personally. So I don't want this to be misconstrued. But as far as being, you know, more transparent or whatever like that, I think that she should allow people to get to know her, because the way that she came across in certain parts, and this is just my opinion, it appeared like she had this arrogant aura around herself. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if that could be misconstrued with being confident, because some people wear their confidence in different ways. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I will say the only thing that I got from that when I saw, you know, the segments that I saw of it, because I watched like, I think maybe like half of it. But what I got from that is that I did feel like that she was I guess you could say, like very mindful, self-conscious, guarded, like, you know, as far as like when it comes to how of, you know, how herself was presented, as far as like, you know, when it comes to like image and stuff like that. Like I can tell like she's like when you compare it to what Chi Chi, as far as the conversation with him versus with her, like, you know, you could tell that she didn't want to like really share a lot as far as like about herself, as far as like the real personable things, you know. And like I said, maybe that could just be part of her as far as like not being that, you know, comfortable to a point. Like when I talk to y'all, just like I am now, y'all like if you notice, like one thing we can say, like, you know, Savon, you know, you're pretty much, you know, you just pretty much is sitting here, you're laid back, you're cute, you're not all perched up on the chair, you're not in a, you know, tight ass dress, like, you know.
Oh no, don't.
But you know,
and it's not tearing her down. It's just the perception.
It's definitely not tearing her down. You know what I'm saying is that, you know, that's what my perception is. Like I don't, you know, I wouldn't, as far as myself, I would not call it arrogant. I would just say that she's maybe guarded because, you know, some people may feel nervous as far as, you know, when how people perceive them, because perception can sometimes be wrong. That's just how I feel. So, you know, like I said,
so because I mean, I felt just not even like using, like the very first time that I was on Chi Chi's live, I felt kind of sort of like the arrogant quality from him, but getting to know who he is now and talking it, you know, and watching him progress and show, like I see a little bit of it being knocked down some, you know, and I'm seeing a little bit more of who he actually truly is. And again, this is my perspective, because when you're on the phone with him, I don't know how y'all are, you know, how your conversation and everything is with that. Somebody need to block that hell for y'all doing drugs.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Before we do that, Charlika, what the hell are you talking about? Y'all do drugs, girl.
I don't even know
that
who that
don't even have shit to do with what we talking about. So first and foremost, hold on. Let me see if my shit is working, because I don't know what it means. I don't want to go. Is that a girl? How about your mammy is both? Anyway.
Period.
Okay, I got it.
Move the fuck on with that, because I don't know what the fuck is that, a man or a woman, bitch. Ask your grandmammy. See, I'm in a mood tonight and I'm not with that. I think so. I think for me it's different only because of the fact that I have actually been following Jada for a while. So with me following her, I have seen different things that she's posted. So I
respect that.
Yeah, and I think that I definitely don't get that from, she's, like I told you guys, I'm a girl that I started my transition when I was in like 25, 26, and I'm 43, so a long time ago. She transitioned a lot more recently than I have, and I had questions because her skin is like, to me she's beautiful, and
she is, and I'm not taking away from her from that.
I know, but with me working on like, what should I do for my skin regimen? Like, what did you do, girl? Because like your skin is like, you know, I tried electrolysis, I tried laser therapy, I tried all that, and I asked her, and to be honest with you, she didn't know me from Joe Blow. She didn't. I was just somebody on Instagram that asked her a question, and she answered, and she didn't have to.
Right.
You know, maybe chop it up to nerves. Maybe it was nerves.
I do believe that a lot of times, you know, our past, you know, we all have different defense mechanisms, and I believe I talked to you guys about mine. You know, my defense mechanism was being the best that I can be in whatever I'm doing at that moment. And even though that's a skill, you can say, yeah, be the best. But I can honestly sit here and tell you that a lot of that was driven by the fact that, you know, I'm trans and I'm Black and I'm trying to prove myself in this world. And so I want to make sure that when I compete, I'm competing on a level that's even. But then when I'm on that level, I want to feel like I still have done more than. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like,
and I get that.
Yeah, I feel like there may be some things that's there, you know. And then a lot of people will self-validate through their presentation.
Right.
Some will self-validate through others, like the men that they date or the partners they hook up with.
Right.
Others will self-validate through their career, you know. So I can see that.
But that's why I want to see self-conscious. Like I want to see somebody I want to see, well, like when I saw the video, I only saw somebody just compared to the contrast of as far as the subject with Chi Chi and them sharing their stories. back and forth, as far as like with the whole overall presentation. This is just coming off somebody that don't even know her, because before I even saw on Chi-Chi's live, I had no idea who she was. Not because, she's not of somebody of a certain caliber. It's just that I didn't know who she was, because some people I just don't know, because like I said, I'm not that heavy, when it comes to, as far as like what a lot of people, out there. Like I mainly like people that are linked to like T.S. Madison, like that I've met through there, yeah. But it's like if it's somebody that I haven't like really like gotten a chance to see, I think she may have been on. Did she ever do a live with T.S. Madison?
She was on one of her sessions called the Spotlight session before she stopped doing it. So, but her energy was completely different though. Her energy was completely different. And I also feel like that it was the way she was being interviewed. Maybe that's what it was. And then she was there in a different environment because she was at home around family. So, okay, let's just call it what it is. We all act a little bit differently when we're around family. Right. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
and when we are entertaining other people, we all are in a different mind frame, in a different a different place. So I'm not saying she's mean, rude, or anything like that. I'm just saying my perspective, whatever, y'all know what I'm trying to say. Yes, of the whole situation. Look, this is getting to me. But my whole perspective of what was going on is that I felt like the way she came off, she has the right to feel the cockiness and stuff like that, because that's how it was coming off to me. Or like maybe how Mister6ft8 was saying, maybe that's just her, like we already have that guard or that buffer up around people that we don't know. So maybe that's what it was. And I'm willing to get to know her. It's just like with Chi-Chi. I didn't know Chi-Chi, but I'm trying to get to know him. So everybody's personalities are not going to always mesh when you first meet them.
And then a lot of people don't just lay their cards out on the table. What I do know is, from what I've seen, just from watching her and the Spotlight interview, she's done things on television before all of that. So for her experience is different from ours. Like we're getting into the YouTube experience. We're putting ourselves out there, but she's already had herself out there. So she's probably already received ridicule and comments and things back. So at this point, you fast forward years later from your first, TV presentation to the world, there's things that you learn and there's things that you present yourself as. Like for us, we can sit here vulnerable and okay with each other. But let's say we've had TV shows, interviews, and things of that nature, and then we were on T.S. Madison.
You're going to be guarded.
You can't just show up like this after that, because people will eat you the fuck up.
Yeah.
They will eat you the fuck up.
Right.
So you gotta be on point. And then on top of that, now what you'll learn, and if you don't already know, Jasmine, as trans women, bitches are always coming for us.
Always.
We can sit in this space together and we can be comfortable. However, we make it, we grow bigger, we grow stronger, we grow wider. Somebody will find this video of like some old bitch. Look at this bitch before she made it big and she was looking like this. They want to sitting there with old raggedy ass blank face with that hat on, and Mister6 was there with his chest out, and Jasmine with her head wrapped. Like, when we grow, people will come back and use that shit against us. So it puts you on guard once you've been introduced and trained. So I think that's what we saw. We just saw that she had to present. She wanted to present herself a certain way. She's worked very hard. She's gotten her work done. That body is sickening. She feels good about it. And then two, she's in a space to where she's got to constantly self-promote, and we don't know what she's gone through before. So there could be some things that you were seeing that looked like, it was arrogance, but it was probably just like, protecting herself. That's the way I took it.
And I'm going to tell you another good example.
And I agree with what Mr. Hairstylist was saying. What you said, baby?
No, I was saying that another thing that still, I'm glad you mentioned that, Savon, because another thing I wanted to also, bring in kind of as a segue is that if anybody, now aside from seeing her at church, I didn't know as far as the personality that she has, but Cherry Boom, if anybody would have told me from looking at the video that she did with T.S. Madison on her Queen Supreme Court versus Cherry Boom as that Cherry Boom that is on YouTube, because like I said, I didn't even know, I had never seen her videos on YouTube until I saw her on T.S. Madison Supreme Court.
Mm-hmm.
So when I saw on T.S. Madison Supreme Court, I'm like, here's a girl, like, she's real shy. She don't really, as far as like give too much, she just real composed and stuff. Then I go and see her videos, and baby, she is full force, 1000% turned up. You would have never known, like I said, because it all goes down.
I figured that out from T.S. Madison's interview. Because T.S. told her, she told her, she said, you can't be turned up on them people like that. Like, you are somebody who's well known, and everybody's gonna have an opinion. You can't turn up on them. I follow Cherry Boom on Instagram, and I see her, and I see a lot of things. And I think that she's just trying to make it in this world. I think she's beautiful. I mean, she's.
You want to come in? I'm on live.
I don't want to speak. Y'all know I try to be very eloquent when I speak shit, but I see a lot of.
What's wrong?
Be good, just say it.
Shit that she's responding to because she's been attacked.
Gotcha.
Right.
And you got to have this strong front. I'm not fucking with y'all hoes. I believe she's a good person. I believe she will give you her last dime if she could. Right. But I think that people have fucked her over. People have judged her. People have said shit, and it builds an exterior.
Right.
And with you saying that though, I think of it. I don't know if you've ever done it, Savant, but I remember when I first started. Doing like entertaining and doing like drag and female impersonating, and before I started touring and different things like that. At first, when I was on there like we are, but now I go up in there, do my little thing, and it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But then when I got to a certain level, like you're saying, I always had to be polished. I had to not only be on time, but I understand that, and I really didn't think of it like that until you just said it like that. I was like, well, when I was in the height of me doing what I got to do,
Yes. So remember that moment, and then bring it in today, personified on social media, things going viral. Remember how she went viral? She just uploaded a video talking about how a guy that she had just met. Well, I'm not gonna say just met, but she was dating, talking to. He had a whole girlfriend. He was playing her, and she was like, "Bitch, don't play me like that." And that's kind of how she became viral, right? Mm-hmm. So think about hundreds of thousands of people critiquing you on a daily basis.
Right.
True.
I ain't even there yet.
And like I said,
I'm not even.
Like I said, it wasn't.
And I
was not from an ill will place.
I'm sorry, baby. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I was just saying, mine is not from a.
And I sit here tripping because how hoes have done me at work.
Mm-hmm.
There's somebody at work that said, I was having a day. I came in, I wasn't feeling well, bitch, and I didn't have no makeup on. Okay. And they was like, oh my God, she's cute now, but damn, she do something about that 5 o'clock shadow. And I wasn't giving a fuck, honestly, because I came into work that day. I wasn't feeling well. And I love this person down. Don't get me wrong. I love this person down. However, bitch, guess what? Every day ain't a day that we gonna be glammed the fuck up. And
amen.
You get what I'm saying? So people come at you. So imagine, so you being there, when you build an audience, a fan base from performing and touring, they expect certain things from you. You can't have a bad day.
Nope. We gotta always be on.
Yes.
Gotta always be on, whether you want to or not. You always gotta be on.
D hairstylist said facts, because he knows as a hairstylist, you can't have a fucking bad day.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true. And that's why I feel, that it's so important, and somebody else also mentioned back in the comments, Milan, can't think of that. Milan Christopher is another, good example. Like, what, as far as what you see in the public versus what could be as far as the actual person behind closed doors, because all I see in the public with him is, a person that is flashy, a person that, as far as it's just like in your face, but when he's behind closed doors, who knows? Like I said, these are things you don't know. Like, and that's something that I will say that has always bothered me, like that I worry about a lot is that I always think about in another world or another reality or even this reality, if and this is like not even just for me, like this could be for anybody, any one of us on here. If you ever blow up to a certain point of where everybody pick you apart little by little, I always wonder, like, is that something that I really want to deal with? Because that can be, I will say, devastating to a person's mentality, to the point where they always want to perfect everything because you're scared of what people are going to, think.
But I also feel like with each one of us, okay, so you have Mister6ft8, Savant, you have this Savant experience, and I have Miss Jasmine Devine. I feel like this. We all take and build a persona, so none of us really get hurt. You know what I'm saying? And maybe the guard and maybe the person that we're seeing when it comes down to certain individuals, that's just their guard mentality, so that wall and their feelings and everything don't get hurt. Because like whenever I used to entertain and I was on stage, I didn't care what people thought about me. I mean, I had to give that persona that I didn't care what people thought about me. But on the same token, it hurt when your peers take and run their mouth and talk about you. So that's why, going back, piggybacking when I first started with Madison, all of the rejections and stuff like that, that yes, and it is a form of a fear of rejection.
Yes.
And that's why I take my hat off to her, and I'm going to try to get to know, Jada and everything like that. But even if I never don't get to know her, I mean, the success that she's at, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I understand that. And we all have an individual walk.
And I can appreciate, listen, first impressions are just there with everybody. I respect, and you know me, I respect opinions. I respect differences of opinion because we all talk about it intelligently. You know what I'm saying? And I can't sit here and be like Jada, she this and she that, because I don't know her like that. However, I know what I feel, and I always go with my gut feeling. And I know that there's just a lot. And I don't,
that's why.
I don't want to ever sit on here and act like I have felt more than anybody. But what I can say, it has been a range of things. And I feel like one of the talents that God has given me, or sixth sense that God has given me, is being
discernment of spirit.
Read people for where they are and know their history. I can read an audience and I can tell you all vibes, the type of person that they are and why they are the way they are without knowing a lot of details. And that's just kind of where I go off of. And it may not be found in facts because it's off of gut. You know what I'm saying? And we all
and
different. And I respect that.
And that's, and that's with me. Like, I have a gift of discernment. So I sit and like I read, but then you know how when you can actually read through people and you can cut through the BS.
Yes.
So a lot of time it's actually hard to take and try to get along. I won't say get along, but get along with people that is up to no good, because you can already see that they're up to no good.
Yeah, if you don't,
so. And for anyone that's listening to this is not me tearing her down or tearing anyone down. This is just us having a communication, a dialogue between friends. And that's all we're doing. We're not trying to tear down anyone. And yes, we all are individuals and we're all, at a different plateau.
Yeah.
But, it's just my perspective, because we're talking about different topics. So we're just, that's what we're doing right now.
On to the Jada subject though, if she come next week and she hit me up, or if she come 3 weeks later she hit me up, I'm gonna show her Nashville. I'm gonna show her, and I'm gonna show her a good time. I really, because I feel like that we have to support each other even if we don't understand each other, and then try to get to understand each other. I do believe, one, and she's also from New Orleans. You guys, I don't live in New Orleans, but what I've seen, it's a whole different world there and scene there too.
It is, and I'm three hours away from there, so I used to go and visit there all the time, and it's something serious.
Listen, and I watch her and her bitch. That food, bitch, the catering that her and her brother have, bitch, that food looks phenomenal. So I can't wait to try it. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like it just kind of is what it is, and I respect it and I get it. Hey, Anthony, honey, I get it. I think for me, I just know her backstory, so I understood it,
So do y'all feel like now that we need to do like maybe a question and answer for the audience if anyone wants to do anything like that? Not trying to overstep any boundaries or anything. How do y'all want to do?
Oh, this is the whole open situation. I know I invited, I was like I said, I just felt like
they said, bitch, get on. And I was like, okay, well, hold on. Let me finish my dogs. And I'm going to get
because y'all know on Sunday, so Sunday afternoon, so let's all plan on Sunday afternoon. I'm doing something on my channel. So I can get my video up on Sunday.
Yeah.
Sunday afternoon, I'll say like 7 or 8.
Okay, that works for me.
Yeah, because I get out work at 6:45.
So you need what, about an hour or two to relax? So about 8:30.
That'll work. Yep. Okay. It says, I agree. I'm new to truly try my best to accept myself, and I'm learning that it's perfectly fine to reach out to people like Miss. Oh, sis, love me some corner.
That's so sweet. At the Anthony Brown show, Mr. Anthony Brown, how are you doing this evening? And Apostle D-Lo, I really wanted to talk to him, to Apostle. I really did want to talk to him the other night when he was on the Anthony Brown show. Mm-hmm. That it was a lot of stuff that I wanted to ask him, like from a personal, well, not a personal, but yeah, from a personal walk-in standpoint.
Shoot, if he was willing to come on, I'd bring him on now. I don't know if he might come. He might not come on though. If Apostle, if you want to come on, do you want to come on camera? And this is one of the reasons why, my channel, like one of my main objectives for this channel is that I wanted to have conversations that are tough to have. I wanted to have open dialogue. Okay, I seen the link. I wanted to have all types of dialogue on things.
He said, "Hey, sister-in-law."
I wanted to have open dialogue on things that people normally are afraid to talk about. Because my thing is that we all have our own individual mindsets, and when I say that, I mean from a standpoint of we all have our own mindsets to as far as form our own opinions based on our own experiences, and I feel like that's what makes us special. So with that being said, I can respect the fact that we don't all, just because we all have a close, as far as like good energy and chemistry, we don't all have to agree on everything. Like I love that. Like we can all learn from each other. We can all learn from each other. I'm going to add Apostle Don Allen because I know you wanted to.
I love that, and I love how
whenever y'all doing that, give me like 2 seconds. Let me grab something right quick so I can make me some drink. I'll be right back. Give me 2 seconds.
Okay.
Well, good evening, everybody.
All right, distinguished gentlemen.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you. What's up, distinguished gentleman, Apostle Don Allen Lowe?
Hey, Anthony.
How's it going?
Come on, mother. What's up, Anthony?
What's going on? Hi, Jazz. Hey, sister-in-law.
Oh, shit.
Jazz making a drink or something.
You want to go get a drink? So did you find out your internet situation, Anthony?
It looks like it's awesome.
Right.
No, I'm actually on my phone right now. I'm not on my laptop.
Oh,
the laptop is still garbage.
Gotcha.
So I'm on my phone.
Gentlemen. Good evening.
Hey, sister-in-law.
Hey, great man of God.
I'm just having.
Hey, how are you, Jasmine? How are you?
I'm good.
I heard you wanted to ask me some questions the other day, and I'm here to answer.
Some hot steam coming off of it, but I'm just trying to get my stuff together so I can tell you and say what I need to say.
Oh, all right, with the hot steam.
Yeah.
I had to throw a shirt on right quick because I was sitting up here with my taco meat hanging out.
Oh my God!
Look, we done had a full conversation about that.
Look, we done had a full conversation about that.
Mister6ft8 got his
no face, no nothing.
We all amongst family. This is a family reunion.
Yes.
Yes.
Taco meat.
Come on now.
First and foremost, Mr. Anthony Brown.
Yes, sweetie.
I want to appreciate. I want to give props to what props to do. I want to say to you that I appreciate whenever you had brought on Apostle. It was something different, and it's good to know that people do have churches and places that everyone is able to congregate and be themselves without having to be worried about when you go into church that you're going to get judged.
Oh,
right. That's true.
With that being said, because it's a lot of platforms out there, and that's why I give respects to Savant with what she does and the different people that allow each and every one of us that maybe are not on that high plateau to come on and to have a voice to speak. Speaking of, oh Lord, where am I going to go with this? This is where I'm going with this. My mom is an apostle.
Mm-hmm.
So being that she's on a similar level that you are, and everybody's different or whatever, and they have different gifts when it comes down to it. My mom teaches similarly to the way that I've heard you teach and talk. About need to put aside of being the judgmental type and stuff like that, and we need to get back down to what the serious word of the Lord is basically to love brothering and different things to that effect.
Right.
I just wanted to say to you that it was very pleasurable to hear someone that was upfront and honest about not only their backstory, but to hear someone speaking as elegant as you were speaking, because I was up underneath someone in Detroit, and his name is Bishop D.W. Claiborne, and he basically became like a father figure to me, and he has a similar story to you. But my question though is this: when people are sitting and talking, I've heard other people say that you can't serve God and be involved into a relationship and being in a meaningful relationship and stuff like that. And it sort of like baffles me. It's like, how can the word teaches you to love and to want to be loved by someone, but you can't show love to someone that you truly love? So that's my question is how do you feel about people saying that, oh, you can come to God, but you can't love the person that you love?
This is how I feel about that. Let me just say this, and I'm going to say it 100. That's garbage, first of all. Second of all, the Lord God himself, Yahweh, is the creator of love. He is the love, if we would say the love guru. He is the creator of love. He's the one who made love. So I don't think that there's anything wrong with love. Now, I think there's problems with lust, because I do teach against that. I do teach against promiscuousness and lust, and you know what I'm saying? I teach that. But when it comes to love and genuine love, like I love my husband. I love him with everything within me. And I don't think that there's no way in the world that the Lord God would frown upon the fact that I love someone so genuinely that I feel like that person completes me, that person is a part of my heart. That person, I don't think that God himself is unpleased with that. I believe that he is pleased because I found another soul to love. I found another, because we got to remember that before we are flesh, we're spirit and we're soul. And so our spirit and our souls be sitting up in the heaven waiting for a body. That's when we become born. So we're in the heavenlies. We're in the spirit realm. Our spirit and our souls are in the spirit realm, waiting on a body. And that's when our mothers and fathers get together and they do, and they hurch and whatnot. And then our spirit man, our spirit man comes down and goes into the form of a body man and becomes flesh. And so I believe that souls meeting souls has no gender. Our souls have no gender. Amen. So how can my soul falling in love with your soul be anything but God?
You better break that thing down.
Because he created my soul. He gave me my soul. He gave you your soul. So
Well,
us two souls finding each other, which we got to remember that we weren't always in the earth realm. We were already in the heavenly realm. We were in the seventh heaven we were actually we're in the sixth heaven. We were in the sixth level of heaven. We were up there waiting for a body to come down, just like when Jesus said to Yahweh, Yeshua said to Yahweh, Lord, prepare me a body so that I may go down. Because you got to remember that Yahweh, Yeshua, the Christ Jesus, was not always a body. He was spirit. And so he said, Lord, prepare me a body so that I may go down. We got to go back to scripture. So we got to realize that we were spirit. And so spirits falling in love with another spirit, there's absolutely nothing wrong with a soul falling in love with a soul. And so the church has not spoken on these things because they don't even know what it is. Even when it comes to men with female, male with female, they don't understand. It's a soul connection. Just like people say, when you sleep around with a bunch of different people, there's a thing called a STD, a spiritually transmitted demon. And when you have all of those souls that have been attached to you, because you don't understand, through sex, there are souls attached to you.
Yes.
Because a soul can transfer into your soul while you're having sex, spirit on spirit. And so when you've had all of those souls, you got to cleanse your soul and your spirit so that God can send you the true soul that is supposed to be with you. And so I ain't gonna lie.
I would really like some expounding on that, because I feel like when people, and I'm gonna say this, Apostle Don Allen, because I've been there before relationship, when I was hooking up with various people, and you couldn't understand why you couldn't break that connection. And every time you hook up with them, it was a level of emptiness that was left in you. I feel like there was a transfer of that spirit and that human.
It's called soul ties.
So you have to break away from that shit. And you got to break away from it. And loneliness, emptiness will lead
we'll call soul ties. It will.
To feel valuable. I know that because I've done that. And I know somebody else here hears it and knows it as well. And they're battling against it every day.
Yeah. Soul ties. Let me say this. Soul ties is a heavy bastard. It is. Once you get a soul tie, baby, it's hard to break away from a soul tie. Your soul tie can be with somebody that you're not even in a relationship with. Soul ties can be with friends. Soul ties can be with family members because you want their approval so bad. Let me give you my testimony. I once had a friend, and I told Anthony about it. I had a friend that we're no longer as close as we used to be. I had an unnatural soul tie with him because basically, he basically was able to tell me what to do, when to do it. And this man is straight now. This is not even a gay man. And Tony, you know who I'm talking about. And this man is straight, has a wife, have kids, has a family. We go to church together, all this stuff. But he was able to manipulate me because he caught me after a time of weakness, after I had a major stroke and after I was down. And I'm thinking that I needed him, as he called himself my big brother. And so I think I needed him. And the soul tie was so bad that because of the fact that he was able to manipulate me, and here comes my husband who breaks this soul tie, who starts to break this tie. Now you don't like my husband and you can't stand him. And you acted towards him
so I could dance.
And then
you acted towards him. You acted towards him.
Yeah.
You acted towards him as if you acted like you're a jealous boyfriend that is upset that this other man has come along and taken me from you and taking control from you. And my husband began to break that soul tie. He began to pray over me. He began to speak into my spirit and say that this tie that you got with him, with this cat, is not natural. It's a spirit and it's a tie. And I'm going to break this thing. He's like, because either you going to choose him or you going to choose me. I'm sorry. I'm married to you, but either you going to choose him or you going to choose me. And you got to break this soul tie.
It's about it's about power and control. I tell people all the time, there are plenty of straight men out there. They're straight. They don't really want that sexual connection with you, but they like the control. They like the attention that you give, and they like the attraction that you have. Well, I can't say attraction. I'm not gonna say that you have that attraction.
Oh no, I'm definitely not. I'm not attracted to him. Oh God, no.
But some people do, right? And they prey on what they feel is your insecurity or your inferiority.
Your weakness.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and they prey upon it, and then they just they build upon that. And when you move on, it's like you're taken from them, and you're like, wait, we never had a relationship. We've never been intimate. We never been any of these things. Why are you acting like we were together?
Because I was wondering why he acted like he hated my husband so. Like he kept trying to break up. He went so far as trying to hook me up with another man that goes to the church.
Oh, man.
Because of the fact of my husband don't like the type of church that didn't like the type of church that I was in. Because the type of church that I was in, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of cultish. They have cultish way. Yeah. And so my husband did not like the fact that they worship the leader and everything. And so my husband started trying to like get me to sway away from that. Oh, and he got mad. So his thing was if he could plant little seeds because of this soul tie. You got to remember, Jasmine, I'm still in that soul tie. Yeah. That thing still, even though I'm married, got a whole soul that I'm married to. Yeah. My soul is still tied to this man that I'm not married to, not attracted to, not sexually attracted to. This is supposed to be my big brother, somebody that I've taken for a brother. I'm still tied. This man kept planting. I don't really think your husband like you. I don't really think he can stand you. I don't really think he act like he don't like you. He act like he don't want to be with you. Hey, have you ever looked at Daryl over there? I think Daryl kind of like you. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yes.
And said so-called friends can be extremely toxic.
It can, and then on top of that, they will also cater into that, make you feel like you doing something wrong.
I was just gonna get to that because like whenever I was in Detroit for 5 years by myself because I moved there with work and everything like that. Anyway, long story short, the person I was really up underneath gave me his whole little shamil or whatever, and he said that in order for God to take and use him the way he uses him or whatever, that he was celibate and everything like that. And a lot of instances that went on or whatever, like I had stopped with my hormones and everything like that. So I was debating, was I going to go back onto it? Was it going to, start everything back up? So long story short, I understand where you're coming from because it felt like that with the members that he had there. It was like more or less like, why they do the things that they do for him, and why does he feel like he can say what he wants to say to anyone, but if someone check him, then there's an issue, there's a problem. And I just really, with you saying what you said, it just really clicked and made sense, if that makes sense. Because I've never heard it broken down and explained like that before. So I appreciate you taking the time and breaking it down and explaining it like that.
Soul ties are synonymous with binding people. They bind you to people and then people don't realize you can have soul ties with people you never thought you had one. You can have a soul tie with a person that you never intended to have one with. You can have a soul tie with a person that you thought you was over years ago, but for some strange reason, when you see that person, when you see that person with somebody else. When you see
Jasmine got one now with Mister6ft8.
Oh, you a mess.
No, I like this question that Mark. I like this question that Mark is asking. I would ask the straight jealous guy, "Where is your partner?" Exactly. His wife is right there, and he was doing it in front of his wife.
It's amazing.
And he had convinced her that my husband did not like.
There are some people who are straight sexually, but they're not straight emotionally. And I'll leave that.
No, he's straight sexually, but emotionally, he's very. And I hate to say this, y'all. I ain't trying to be mean, but I said he has bitch made. That's what I said he was. He's very. Excuse my language. He is very. Y'all excuse the apostle tonight. He is bitch made, and I said it, and I've said that many times. He's very bitch made. because he acts like a like, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with being feminine or acting female or feminine, but you're supposed to be this straight, burly man, but you act like a woman. Your emotions are like that of a female.
How many in here had a man that was straight, super straight, toxic straight, but then would get mad at you because you didn't find them interesting and or attractive?
Right.
I'm gonna do a Craig on y'all.
Yeah, but this is the soul tie that when my husband came along, he took my husband to the side, they talked, had a conversation, and I don't remember what exactly he told my husband. He said something.
I'm sorry, my internet had went out, so I don't even know where we at. I'm sorry.
Oh no. I'm talking about the soul tie still. Okay. Here it is. I don't mean to take up y'all time, Mister6ft8. I do apologize. No, but I just want people to get where this is coming from. Like, understand why the church has messed up also when it comes to a soul marrying a soul, and they don't got to understand that souls have no gender. A soul don't have no gender. A soul has no gender. None. So when my soul fell in love with my husband's soul, I didn't see, okay, yeah, he got a penis like me. No, I saw this beautiful soul. And let me tell you, we fell in love over the phone and through video chat. We had not had sex. We had not been in each other's presence. And we fell in love over video chat and phone calls. My soul fell in love with his soul. It wasn't not a sex cemented it. Oh God, yes. When we finally got together, but my soul had first failed. My soul said, "Oh, I want to be attached to his soul. Oh, his soul is so lovely. I want to be attached to his soul."
You wanted to touch his inside parts.
His inside parts. Paul B.
So that's something I wanted to ask. Is it okay to test drive? Like when you've been talking to and dealing with the person, is it okay to test drive a car, or should you not test drive a car?
Oh, it's most evident. This is what I'll say, and listen, this is what I'll say, and a lot of preachers will not tell you this, and I'm gonna say this. It's not okay to be promiscuous, but if you are seriously dating somebody, I think you should have sex before marriage.
You need to why.
You need to. Because my thing is, what if you get married? Yeah. What if you get married and y'all sex is trash together? And then you got to spend the rest of your marriage trying to work on your sex, and then the sex is garbage. And now you're sitting up here stuck with somebody because you don't want to get married. And that's why I say the church has taught so backwards. They taught this stuff about, oh, you court and you date each other, then you hurry up and get married and don't have sex before you get married. So in all this courting and dating, you have not gotten to know whether or not he or she can put it down, or he or she. Because my thing is, while you're dating, you can work on it. If the sex is trash, but your soul loves this person, while you're still dating, you can still work on the sex life. Okay, baby, this is what I want you to do. Go a little softer with me. Okay, tap me a little bit like this. Go a little to the left. Go a little bit to the right. Slow down a little bit. You go too fast. You're too anxious. And I'm not trying to put him out there. My husband had to teach me while we were still courting before we got married.
Absolutely.
I was good at sex. Now, my sex was good. I ain't saying it was trash. I could put it down. But he had to teach me certain things to say, hey, slow down a little bit. Okay, when you lifting up my leg, lift it a certain way. Da-da-da-da-da. When you
D-Star has a question. Hold on, D-Star has a question. D-Star has a question.
I think both. I think Trent and Tristan should be test driving, because depending on which ego is there, you still need to know that person is able to meet you where you need to be.
Okay, well, hold on. Wait a minute. I'm glad he said that though, because to piggyback off what Jasmine said. So I do have a question for you, Apostle.
See.
So there was a guy that not too long ago we had talked, maybe like I would say
not me.
You're not a guy.
You're not a guy. Clear. But there was a guy that we had talked to like not too long ago for like maybe I would say like 4 hours. Like I kid you not, like I had to work the next morning. We talked for 4 hours, like from midnight all the way up to like maybe 5 o'clock that like next day, like going into the like daylight, like morning or whatever. And so, we had a good conversation. We talked about everything from A to Z. It was just like perfect. However, he asked me when I was coming over. And I told him, I was like, I don't have a problem with coming over, but I just wanted to be known that this is not, I'm not trying to have sex right now because of the fact that I don't want to like screw something up. Like, I'm not saying it's not going to happen. I'm just saying that not right at this particular point, because I just don't want to, if you know that you're the kind of person that get emotionally attached when you have sex, then I feel like that you probably need to be mindful about how you put yourself in certain situations, because you don't want to like get yourself screwed up. And so with that being said, he kept, pretty much throwing it, sneaking it into there. Needless to say, it's like now, and then on top of that, probably maybe like he said that him and his ex probably had been, I guess you could say, like completely broken up for like a month. But my thing is that I asked him the question during our conversation, that 4-hour conversation: do you have any residue? Do you have like any attachments? Is there anything going on with your ex? Because if there is, you can just let me know now, and there's no hard feelings at all. So it's like, on top of the whole thing of you asking me to come over, I also find out, because of the fact that the next day we didn't really see, but the day after that next day we didn't really talk. Coming to find out, it was because him and his ex got into it because they had some kind of spat about, as far as like an asset that they had together, that they was trying to, I guess like split apart or whatever. And the ex, I guess playing, games or whatever and stuff, trying to get back in. And my thing is that, I told him, I was like, I'm not trying to get myself back, like I said, once again, get my emotions caught up, because I had just gotten out of a situation, 3 years ago, of being with a guy, being emotionally attached, being spiritually attached, could not get myself to sit here and break free because of the fact that this guy had me so in bondage. So, I understand the spiritual tie, but my thing is that when you have I do agree it's okay to test drive. However, I guess my thing is that it can also be looked at, should you also be mindful, if you, like I said, if you know that you're that kind of person, that your emotions are kind of, super sensitive when it comes to certain lines being crossed. If that makes sense.
Okay, I understand what you mean. To answer your question, I understand you may be, emotionally sensitive, because I am. Because Tony could tell you. Nigga, I was in love every other month, because I swore I was. I would call him and be like, Mom. I was like, Mom, I done met the right man. I done met me a man. Mom, I done met somebody. I would call him every other month. Tony'd be like, okay. All right.
No, baby,
all right.
You
okay. All right. Cause we all grown. Cause the booty would be so good, Lord have mercy, that I would fall in love and think I was in love.
Yeah,
but the booty in the head would be so good, I thought I done fell in love. Yeah, right. And come to find out that they were just throwing the booty in the head on me so they have a place to live, because they was homeless and whatnot.
Yeah.
And so I didn't sat up here and fell in love, and there was a total difference when I met my husband. When I met my husband, the first thing Tony said, the first thing my mama said, he's a keeper. He's a keeper.
God.
He's a keeper. Did you not say that, Tony? When you first talked on the phone with Tori?
Yes.
The first thing he said was, he's a keeper. You better hold on to him. Tony told me, you my son, but I swear for the Lord, if you do anything to mess this up, I'm going to disown you.
Oh.
He said it.
Tony, you leave your child out there in the wind by themselves.
Yes.
Stop making reckless decisions and shit, right?
Okay. Had to shake his ass up.
It was motherly tough love. He's basically like, I like this one, and I feel this one in my. Basically, he felt my husband in his shondo, down in his soul, in his shondo.
In this
Yeah, bye.
For Mister6ft8 though, because he's so in tune like that, I just kind of feel like that he's got to be careful of the test cards that he.
Of the test, yes, because you can test and call yourself falling in love.
Yeah, you can.
You can test. You can test it because like with my husband right now, the ex that he was with, they were just supposed to just hook up, and he ended up being in a relationship for 9 years, off and on. Right. Soul ties. Soul ties is a mother.
I should tell people. I should tell people that people come into your life. Some people it's for a reason. Some people for a season. Some people for a lifetime.
Correct.
But and it make me mad because people be like, "Well, you just being difficult, and you just don't want to go with the flow, and you're not being organic. Let things."
Listen, you ain't gotta go with the flow with anything that you don't fucking agree with. And I'm just gonna
thank you. Period.
I'm gonna be selfish.
Right.
If you don't agree with the shit, and that's not what resonates in your core, and it's not what's in line with your star pupil, which is you. Fuck them.
Right.
Right, because I had to get to the point where I actually at one time had to go to SA because Sexaholics Anonymous, because I ain't gonna lie, before my husband, I was a little bit of a whore, you know.
A little.
Welcome to the family.
Oh, Tony, you gonna really front me out like that? Talk about a little. Okay, I was a whore. Okay.
Welcome.
So I had to go to SA. I had to go to Sexaholics Anonymous.
Okay.
I really honestly did. No, seriously, I went to meetings. And I had to get up and do that whole testimony.
But what I'm saying is, all of us was shit. To be honest.
Yeah.
And the reason why I don't really, and I think I've said this plenty of times before, the reason why I don't really prioritize sex up to the top of the list, just for me. I'm not saying that I don't consider it important. It's just not something that I see right off Jump Street that I'm like thinking about right then and there, because of the fact that I dated a sex addict. I dated a guy that we literally had to have sex 3 times a day, 6 days a week.
Oh, I dated one of those. I dated one of those too. I dated a sex addict too.
That's
all. That basically, I think that's all he was. I think that was all he was with me for. He was just like. He would. I was like, nigga, when do you ever eat? Because you so busy cleaning out because you want to get your hips laid into. When do you ever eat? Because you just worried about getting your hips laid in.
He was eating you.
When do you ever eat? Huh?
He was eating you.
I mean, it's depending on the size of the entree, because sometimes you can get a snack along the way.
Well,
he wasn't.
Well,
he wasn't getting no. I ain't trying to say nothing, but he wasn't getting no snack by no means.
Well, we already confirmed that Mister6ft8 got a tree trunk.
He was getting a full meal. But
my
sometimes you gotta wake up with a protein shake and go to sleep with a protein shake. So ain't nothing wrong with that.
No, this nigga I was dating at one time. He had to have the dick like 4 times in a day, and I was getting wore out. I'm getting old. I can't do all that stuff I did when I was in my 20s.
Nobody can keep up.
I'm in my 30s. I can't do all that. 4 times a day.
Oh, Jesus.
Listen, back to back 4 times a day. I can't do all that.
Sex should be enjoyable. Sex should not feel like a task or a chore.
A task, and that's what it started feeling like, a task.
Yes.
Or a chore. It wasn't enjoyable. It wasn't fun. Because every couple of hours, you ready again, Daddy? You ready again, Daddy? Daddy tired. Daddy has retired and is tired. I'm sorry. Daddy doesn't look. Daddy is not. Huh?
I said you should have a toot and beat because you was like apparently you was a
Why are you looking at me?
auto detailer and a mechanic because you was getting a good old dude job and everything, breaking the brakes down and just toot and a beep.
Lord, my husband just put me in check, y'all. He said you wasn't no sex addict. I was at one time, but the Lord, I have been delivered. I've been delivered. I've been delivered.
Yes,
I've
instead
been
of 4
delivered.
times a
Oh,
day,
You
it's
was
over 2
a
times.
addict. So was a whole lot of these single, excuse me, apostle motherfuckers before they found a man, bitch.
There
Because
you
I'm
go.
not gonna lie to
And
you.
there you have it.
Okay.
There you have it. There you have it.
Uh,
And some of
Point
us
blank,
still are
period.
by ourselves.
Talk about when you first got here. Oh yeah. Well, you know, my husband just making me out a liar. He just said you forgot when I first got here, we was having sex 4 times a day.
I mean,
Right.
there's a line between when you're initially
Right.
dating
Oh
someone,
yeah.
attraction.
yeah,
That's
it's
the way
exciting.
yeah.
Yeah. We first got together. You know, first got together. I was still like 36. Nigga, I'm about to be 40. I'm about to be 40 in a few months. I can't do all that shit no more.
When me and Bay first got together, we was beating the brakes off of each other. But shit, it's 9 years later, bitch. We know good. Yeah, we done had brake pads replaced, disc replacement.
You hear me? We had to have the
Yes,
tires
yes,
rotated.
Like
We had to
yes.
have the tires rotated and filled,
Yes.
and
We
yeah, you'd have to put brake pads on the brakes.
had to slow that shit down a little bit.
Exactly.
But you know,
And
it
I
ain't
know
nothing
he
like
was
putting like an
D-Star
old plastic.
hairstylist. He definitely made. He said when you get in your car that you pay money for, do you let them drive? Nah, like Devon said, you control the situation. I do definitely agree with that comment. You know that the situation is definitely controlled. That's why I just was like, you know, and I guess with me, like dating in Atlanta, you see a lot of that to where guys, they would give you a little piece of what they think that you want to hear until they get what they want, and then once they get what they want, yeah.
Then they
was
want to throw
hard
you out with
dating
the
in
trash can. But no, my
But
thing
it's
is
hard dating in
my
Atlanta.
thing is now when it comes to sex, you know, with I'm not saying I ain't got no sex drive no more, but with me I have, you know, fibromyalgia, which is a major disease, and then you know you along with it you have
It's
you
pain.
know you have that, and then you have oh Lord, what's the bowel disease? It comes
My
with it.
Crohn's.
IBC.
IBS, irritable
Crohn's.
bowel.
Yeah, irritable bowel syndrome. Yeah, you have IBS, and so you know when it comes to us men, especially us men that have pinnacles, when you know come to a man with a pinnacle, when your bowels is acting up, your pinnacle can't act right. So you know when you you know what it is. Your pinnacle. Your pinnacle.
Are we in the second grade? Did he just say pinnacle?
He did.
Yes.
I can appreciate it, but that shit is hilarious to me. Come on, I love
you. Your penis. Okay, your penis don't act right. So
I like that.
So your penis. Every time you, cause trust me, there are times that I want to beat the brakes off my husband, but because of this doggone stupid ass disease and thingamajigs, I be locked up. My bowels be hurting. I be trying to get
That's TMI.
But no, I'm just saying, you gotta understand that when you start to get older, some things you just can't do like you used to do. And you be wanting to. And then I gotta realize I'm not getting old, but I'm gonna be 40 this year. I'm not a kid anymore. You know what I'm saying? So
you're not getting old, you're just getting seasoned.
I'm
getting seasoned, right?
You know, I don't know.
Because when I was in my 20s, I was humping like a jackrabbit. You know, all of us. We was in our 20s. We were going forth. And I
but
and I definitely agree with that. There, you know, I had an older guy that, you know, back in my 20s, you know, when I was definitely into dating older people of a certain caliber. You know, he was so concerned about the whole sex thing and how he would last duration because it was like a 20-year difference. And I told him, I said, well, you got the mouth of a 20-year-old, so technically you still good. I said, regardless of whatever happens, your mouth is of a 20-year-old, you will be fine. Trust me. I'm not concerned about anything else as far as that may go wrong, that may not work anymore.
So you just wanted that head.
I said, but that mouth is still 20 years old. Rest assured, and that's all that matters.
I like what Keon said. I like what Keon said. I feel that too much sex can distract you from learning and discovering the aspects of the other person, and that's so true because I'm learning that even though I cannot have as much sex as I want to, my husband is teaching me, hey, still be intimate with me, and it does not mean sexual. Be intimate with me. Watch TV with me. Hold me.
And another thing, don't watch a whole bunch of goddamn porn. It desensitizes your relationship with each other.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
I agree, but I disagree because
you agree with what and disagree with what?
I agree with what y'all are saying as far as with the too much sex can distract you. On the same token,
I don't feel that, but go ahead.
On the same token, I feel like that it is a part of relationship because if you do not feel attractive to your mate,
yes,
it makes you feel some type of way, and what you don't get from your mate at home, you will find it somewhere.
You will find somebody, and you know,
can be a perfect as you want to be with whoever it is that person is. You could be having the most loving relationship or whatever like that, but if there's no physical connection to make you feel like that y'all are in this together, then you will seek it from somewhere else.
And see, that's the thing that I had to start correcting because he was starting to feel that way. Like, are you not attracted to me? Or da 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 and blah blah blah. And I had to realize let me at least try to do it at least once or twice a week. Something just to say, hey, yeah, you turns me on. I just can't do it as much as I want to. Okay, but you turns me on.
And that's speaking for me, Don Allen.
Huh?
I'm him and you, Bay.
Mm-hmm.
What was that, Savon?
In that situation, I'm him, meaning your husband, and you are Bay, meaning my Bay.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm like an Energizer Bunny, bitch. I can still keep going. I'm 43 and ain't shit stopped. But the thing,
and that's the same. That's the same with him. He's younger than me. He's 3 years younger than me.
But he's younger than me.
Right. And so, yeah, he's 3 years younger than me. But he says, but I had to assure him. And so now we do romance stuff. Like for us, intimacy now.
That's it.
Is like it's letting him know, okay, I'm still attracted to him and I still love him. Because now, because I used to be at the point where I didn't like holding too much. I didn't like, you getting up under me and cuddling up. It used to be like you would cuddle up under me, but I wouldn't hold you. But I don't know. It was something in my mind. I don't know what it was.
It wasn't it.
But I also feel like this though too, with you saying that, with me saying the whole sex thing, I feel like that it's 50-50 by itself. Like it actually 25-25, because if you have if you are intimate with the person and then you're sexual with the person, that's that 50% that you're craving. Like me, and I'm quite sure Savon can take and agree with me. If we take the time and we go out and we get an outfit or whatever together, and we prepared maybe your favorite meal, and we're showing you, as our mate or whatever, that gratitude, and we're catering to you that day. Don't take and turn me off and be like, well, I'm not in the mood, just XYZ, yada yada yada. But then you get upset when y'all are gung ho and we like today ain't the day for it, brother. You know what I'm saying? So go on and handle what you gotta handle.
And that situation happened today. That situation happened. That exact situation. That exact situation happened today. Today I was gung ho, revved up, ready to go, and it was like, not today. Not this moment. Not at this time.
So for me, like, I can go downstairs and you done cleaned up the kitchen and you done mopped the floors, bitch. That's all I need, bitch. And I'm ready to give you whatever you want. Like, it's just shit changes as you get older.
It's a simple thing.
Right.
Wait a minute, you did what? And you I don't have to do that? Oh, you know what? Hold on. Like,
yes.
What you need?
Period.
That's the shit I'm talking about.
Like with us, I cook. I do the cooking because my husband is a cook for a living. Mm-hmm. Why would you want to cook at somebody's restaurant and come home and cook and cook too?
Yes,
I cook at home, and guess what? I love cooking.
Yeah,
and it's not that, and that's what I'm saying. That let's get back to that toxic friend. Mm-hmm. He would put in my ear, oh, you doing your wifely duties? You being a good wife? You cooking for your husband.
Don't
imagine being a good wife.
Bitch, I'm just cooking for my. I'm giving him what he want. What the fuck you mean? That's that old jealous shit that I'm talking about.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what made me think like, do he desire me some other way?
No,
because of the way he keeps speaking negative about my husband. It's like, damn, everything negative come out your mouth about my spouse. I'm wanting to really slice you in your freaking throat.
I feel you supposed to punch them in shit.
In the jugular.
But see, then
exactly.
That's where it pisses me off too, that people always assume that every relationship has to be the same standards. Every person's relationship, regardless of if you're when you're dating, when you're coding, or however you want to say, when you're dating, you're chatting, you're getting to know the person, every relationship is completely different. Like me, my ideas of what is good, this, that, and the third is completely different from everybody on the panel tonight. And vice versa. So, you know what I'm saying? So if we would take the stereotypical, a male's supposed to do this and a female's supposed to do this, or you know, if you're living at home, or a bottom's supposed to do this and the top's supposed to do that. If you're reverse, you're supposed to do this. You know what I'm saying? If we took all that out and just realize that everybody's humans and we all are individuals, it would last so much more better. And we stop letting them negative Nancy's get involved in our relationship and kills the relationship for us.
Right, and that's what he would say is like, well, you supposed to be the top in the relationship. Why you letting so you not a top, you a verse or you a bottom? Like why you at home cooking like you the bottom? And da 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 da. Like he would say stuff like that to me, like you the wifey of the situation and da da. No, first of all, and I put him in his place. I said, first of all, my husband cooks for a living. He does not necessarily like to cook. That's something that he does for a living. To make money because he's good at it.
That's yours.
Right. But I love cooking. I'm getting good at it. I'm getting real good at cooking. I love cooking for people. I love to see people eating my food. Like it get like being in the kitchen. I got a whole set of aprons. I got about 3 or 4 of them. I love cooking. I love it. I love coming up with combinations of food. Like night before last. Or was it last night? No, was it last night, babe? Last night I made stuffed shells. You know, the jumbo shells. I've stuffed it with crab and shrimp and with cheese and made a Caesar salad and breadsticks. And the other night I made fried shrimp with fried chicken and French fries. Tonight I made fried fish with popcorn shrimp and baked potatoes, and like I love cooking. It brings me joy.
So Anthony Brown show, where you at?
I'm in West Palm Beach, Florida.
Where you at, Mister6ft8?
McDonough, Georgia.
So you gonna be Apostle Don Allen in Atlanta soon. So as soon as you get there, we're gonna need all of that. Me and 6ft8 was gonna be there. We just saying.
Speaking of,
I'm in Atlanta this weekend.
He's gonna be this weekend.
I'll be there.
Yeah, he's gonna be there this weekend. 6'8". Y'all need to get together because he's coming to look for some places, some residents to possibly live. So you in Atlanta, you can probably show him around.
Right, I'll be there. I'm coming Sunday and I'm leaving Wednesday. Yeah, I will be. Yeah, this Sunday morning I'll be leaving.
So if you don't mind, Tristan, I'll give Don Allen your number.
Definitely. I'm hopefully still try to catch it because I work. Well, I actually work. I work 2:45. I go and work 2:45 Sunday, and then my off days are actually Friday and Saturday, and then I work half a day Sunday. But if I get off at 6:45 Monday through Thursday, so like.
Yeah, and then we're gonna move back in October. So we're actually moving to Atlanta. So I'm excited about that. But yeah, no, I love cooking. I absolutely.
When is the family cookout? Because I mean, Savannah and them, they already seen my cooking because I got you on desserts and stuff, so it ain't nothing. All you got to do is let me know when is the family cookout, because I could be the auntie with the potato salad. I'm good.
And I'm going
look, Mark, are you adopted?
I'm going to make the fight.
No, Mark, I'm not. No, Mark, we got plenty of children. He got a kid. I got 2. We got grandchildren. Yeah, we don't. Yeah, we ain't adopting no more kids. I'm sorry.
We got nieces and nephews to feed then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And I be sending Savon. I be sending Tony pictures of my food, and they be just sitting there like,
I be
"Oh
getting
my
mad.
god, that looks so."
Like, don't send me no damn pictures if it ain't coming from
Okay.
plate. The hell?
I can't bite that picture.
Give me all of my emotions and shit.
Because I'm gonna tell you
But I
right
I'm
tell
now,
you,
sorry.
fool around with me, you might be
I'm
down there at
sorry.
Sean Johnson Funeral Home down there in West Palm Beach, fooling around with my cooking because I ain't no pro yet. So you liable not to make it out from the dining room. I'm just saying.
Well, that's
Yeah,
all right. You just bring us a good
you
old
know,
send me a
Sean,
ramen noodle.
dessert from
Mister
Publix.
Six Foot Eight. You know, Sean.
It's my from down there from West Palm Beach.
Yeah, you know her.
So we was just talking about it earlier when we went on a
Yes.
sidebar note, and I was sharing. They looking around. So I was sharing. No, I was sharing. They looking around because I was sharing with them a story. I'm quite sure you saw it. Because Miss Millie also did an interview with the other girl's mother attorney about all of the stuff that was going on with
What,
the
Mama?
girl, the 11-year-old girl that died, and stuff like that. And the mom saw the decomposed body, all that stuff. So I follow Sean John, like I follow Sean Johnson on Facebook. Like I keep track of her like videos and stuff through Nita B photography, and that's how I came across her page. So that's how all of that came like full circle. So I don't know her personally. I just know her as like a follower, like following on Facebook.
Oh, okay. Well, I know her person.
So let me
Yeah, for
ask
many
you a
years.
question. Where's Zylan at? Is he in backstage?
Look,
Sexy self.
wait a minute. I'm sorry, he is down here. I didn't scroll my screen down far enough. Hold
I
on.
want you to bring
Zion is sexy as fuck.
bring him.
Hi.
I'm sorry. I'm
Hi,
sorry. Zyla, I am so sorry. I didn't see you down there, like way down in the bottom. I was like, why is it not coming on? Okay. Sorry about
Oh,
that.
I just came in. You're fine. Hi, everybody. I just wanted to come and say hi.
What's
How
going
you
on? Where
doing?
are you from?
New Jersey.
All right, New Jersey in the
Some
house.
I
Joyzy.
visit New York often.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you are a
Some Joyzy.
bisexual man.
Yes.
Okay. All right then. Well, praise the Lord Jesus. Hello, fellow bisexual.
Yep. We need as much representation as everybody else.
Welcome. Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So, how do you pronounce your first name?
It's actually silent artist, but I just wanted to be special and put Z.
Okay.
Okay, I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
In your bisexualness, do you tell your partners, male or female, that you're bisexual?
Actually,
Good question.
I've only been out for about 3 years per se now. So, but when I was on dating apps, I put it in my bio. I was like, I'm bisexual, just to let you know. And if that's a problem, it's a problem. If it's not, it's not.
There it is.
So
Okay, when you say you put it in your dating, when you say you put it in your dating apps, is that of an app of a gay site or a straight site?
I did it on Jacked when I used Jacked, and then I did it on Tinder when I used Tinder.
Okay, because Tinder could be straight or gay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
So when the bisexuals are taking and doing, are y'all claiming one end or y'all claiming verse? Are y'all saying top or bottom, or y'all saying y'all verse?
Well, it all depends on we're not all the same. So for me, I can't speak for everybody, but I would consider myself probably verse more often.
Verse top
than
or verse
anything.
bottom?
Probably well, I've started since having sex with men. I've been bottoming, so I haven't had a chance to top yet. So,
but you're still attracted to women.
Please try topping.
Yeah, so that's what. Yes, and I am attracted to women, but I just don't. But since I'm more on the flamboyant feminine side, it's a lot harder to, let's say, blend in.
Well, what will make it easy is if you have a big dick.
No, wait, hold on. Let me say. So listen. So I know you're coming into the realm of bisexual with the man, and because you're more effeminate, they will automatically try to put you in that role of bottom. Okay, I get that. I get that. So I understand what you up against, because typically what you'll find is you're gonna run across that one that want a femme top, and when you have it, then you'll know.
Cause just like I'm gonna say this, just like with my husband, when most people meet him, my husband swear up and down that he's a top, and they would try to put him in that category of being a top because he's a masculine man. He's not a feminine. He has a higher pitched voice, but he's still masculine, very boy. And so when people
until
meet
he
him,
speaks.
you know what? Anyway, that's true. But
you know what?
Because when he speaks, because his husband, when he speaks, she comes out.
Her coin portion comes out.
Yes.
Let me get my glass of wine and sit.
Right. But so what I'm saying is, I'm saying when people see him, they automatically because he's more masculine, they automatically put him in the top
category.
Category. But he will tell you 150% he is strictly dickly.
Well, they automatically put me in the bottom.
Right. They automatically put him in the top category because he looks like, he look boy, like nigga boy. Not just boy.
Thing. Not to cut
my
you
baby
off,
looks nigga.
But this is my problem with the community. I'm so over these labels.
Come on,
yeah.
Labels get on my nerves.
I'm not gonna say that because I love my label and I love who I am. I'm a top. I don't like penis. I'm not attracted to it. It does nothing for me. It don't make me hard. It does nothing. Absolutely nothing for me.
Well, I
love my label.
So you don't slap on
and I like the pussy.
No, not at all.
And I like the pussy.
Wait, you don't do that?
What's wrong with you?
Because my husband does not require it. My husband is a bottom. He is a power bottom. He does not require it.
Well, that makes sense.
So Zylan, tell us about you, because I like penis, pussy. I like all that.
That makes sense.
I'm a closeted straight woman.
Not pussy. You are
that's boy pussy.
Go ahead, Zylan.
I know what pussy is.
We know you do.
Oh boy, you hear me? I know for real.
Go ahead, Zylan.
Not the eyes.
Hey man.
Yeah, crying. What were you saying, Stefan?
Tell us what you like, Love Muffin.
So how?
I'm feeling your vibe. I'm liking this whole like young Papa Smurf bitch. Yes, yes. I love it. It's cute. I'm feeling it. So you're an artist. Tell me what type of artist.
Well, I sing.
Come on,
what
singer-songwriter.
Okay.
Let us hear something.
Oh, y'all.
Let's see. What can I sing?
Not that song you did on Madison Show.
He did a song on Madison Show?
I didn't sing on Madison Show.
I thought you sung on Madison Show, didn't you?
No.
See, okay, wrong bitch. Get your life together, girl.
That's not me.
What you gonna sing? I might sing with you. What you gonna sing?
Let's see.
I'm a sing.
Okay.
Three blind mice.
No, see,
Three blind mice. See how they run.
What's your genre, Silent?
Y'all messed to be up.
I know.
I really can sing though.
What's your You really can, Don Allen.
Do you know music?
Who's your Odit? Who's your
What were you saying?
Do you know music soul child?
Oh, sorry.
Yes, I do know music show. I just don't know the lyrics. I'll have to.
What song is it? Which song you thinking?
I'm thinking
about love. There you go. So many people down, but I'm afraid I don't know how.
Come on,
Cause there's a possibility you look at me differently, love.
Because it's such a
Ever
simplistic verse.
since the first moment I spoke your name,
Come on,
from then on I knew that by you being in my life,
things were destined to change with love.
Come on.
No, Jasmine.
Come on.
No, Jasmine.
No, you did not.
Is that a panty dropper? That's a panty dropper, Jasmine.
Yeah, she dropped her panties, honey.
Panty dropper.
They want to know. They want to know what's your IG silent.
Oh, it's the same as my username on YouTube.
With the Z?
Yes.
Everything has a Z in it. Silent artist.
So silent.
Yes.
You didn't answer the question. You said that you're bisexual, but yet you haven't topped yet. And I made the statement it would be easier providing that you have a big penis. You didn't comment.
I was waiting.
You didn't tell us what this pinnacle would be.
And we're going back.
Yeah,
I didn't answer because I'm not going to act like I have more average. I'll say it's more average side.
That's okay if you want.
And I'm fine with it.
That's cute.
I know that's right.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't believe in big dinglings being able to get the job.
And no shade, but I don't want no big. I don't want nothing big.
And you got a big old damn tree trunk dick. How the hell you gonna say that shit?
Don't say some shit like that. You sitting up there with a goddamn Amazon forest dick over there.
I'm serious. Your dick and your neck is the same size.
Right. It is. It's always the ones with the biggest dick talking about.
Okay.
Bitch, shut up.
But once you to take it though.
Right. Once you take that old monstrosity and shit.
A mess.
No.
On Instagram.
Well, I say this. I'm very proud of me.
Oh, well, listen, if you can't be
proud
of yourself.
I'm very no. I'm proud of me because all I can say is above average.
Another tree trunk.
Wait a minute. Hold on 1 second. So, Zylan, I think I found you, and I think I see chesticles. Yes, God. I don't need you to go. I see chesticles. So I'm gonna need you to go on. The Save On Experience just sent you a friend request. I'm gonna need you to go on and approve that so I can see the rest of these chesticles.
Okay. Yeah, send me a friend request.
Support you as an artist. As well as support you as an artist.
Send me a friend request on Instagram.
Okay.
Zylan artist, where are you located?
I am located in New Jersey.
New Jersey, yeah, you said that.
Jersey.
Excuse this short-term memory, please. I do apologize.
It's fine.
Sometimes I forget things and whatnot.
I'm out here drinking, so my short-term memory is going to be
yeah. But getting back to what I was saying earlier about titles, I'm not saying that I have that title just because I'm just this closed-minded prick or whatever. It's because like we all know what we're attracted to, and we all know what turns us on. Oh. And I know,
and those two right there in the top.
Yeah, I know that I don't like Pinnacle. I know that Pinnacle is not my thing.
Oh, those two.
It's got to be these two because see, I respect the Pinnacles.
Actually, all three of the ones at the top, they're attracted to everything.
Well,
right. See, okay. Well, I know that. Let me just say it like this. I know that penis is not my thing. I'm not attracted to it. It doesn't make me hard. It doesn't turn me on. It does nothing. Now, when I see that other side, that backfield emotion, something stirs on the inside.
Not Jasmine.
Jasmine, when I see that backside.
Jasmine said, not I.
Yeah, not Jasmine.
When I see that backside.
The tree trunk and the one above them.
There's just more to sexuality than black and white. There's a whole gray area that we like to explore.
I agree. But I understand that, but I just can't.
Hey, Venus.
I'm a bottom, so I don't require the girl, my kickstand to be, mess with unless you like to do it, but
Right.
it's a me.
That makes
It
sense.
has to be X.
That's a question. Yeah, I had that for
It's all
a question for
personal. It's all
Jasmine.
personal preference.
For
Huh?
Jasmine and Silent. Okay, being that you two bottoms, you bottom right, is that Silent? Okay, do
Mostly bottom.
you don't like your penis to be touched?
Oh, I like mine to be touched.
Yes.
Yes, he does.
He's just saying he
Yes.
has not experienced
He's
yet.
just saying since he's been with men, because he has an effeminate side and nature, they've automatically placed him in that role.
The reason why I asked that question, because I mean, years ago, back when I was 27, 28 ish,
That
I
was
had
about
this room.
50 years ago.
Yeah, it's about 50 years ago. That's right. But black don't crack. I had this roommate at the time, and she was a bottom, or he was a bottom, and he didn't want his penis to be touched at all.
Well, I mean, I feel like with everybody's different, but you have to know your body and you know what you like and you know what turns you on. Like with
Right.
me, if you hitting the spot right, I'm gonna bust from the front and from the back.
You better speak.
Yes. Witness.
You just nasty, Jazz.
You know.
Witness.
Just nasty.
I'm a witness to that
And-
because
and
somebody
Jazz-
I know
and-
that somebody I know somebody I know does that. Witness.
And Jasmine,
and you know when it's
and Jasmine, does that? Go ahead. I was gonna say, does that take a special kind of tree trunk to make you do that?
it does, and then most of the time they're soaking wet too when I get done with them, so it's a wrap.
Oh,
Message.
Oh, my Christian ears. My sanctified ears. Lord. Y'all gonna make me not be saved no more when I get off this here live now. I'm trying to stay saved, y'all.
Tristan may not understand that, but Trey can understand that.
Ooh.
Take a drink, Tristan.
Unfortunately, I done damn emptied out the damn bottle.
You don't need to go get some water then.
Yes, you need some city punch.
Oh, man.
But I mean, you know that comes
Y'all
with
crazy.
you knowing who you are and knowing your body. Seriously,
Yes.
like you can get turned on by an essence of a person, talking to a person.
Yes.
Person, you know, and it's not.
I get turned on by
back to
kissing.
what we were talking.
So, yeah.
Yes. It goes back to what
Yeah.
quality time can turn a person on. So it's depending on if you knowing and what you're liking about that person. So it's not necessarily always the penetration part, it's the essence of that person too.
Yeah, well, as long as we can throw each other across the room, that's all that matters. I'm just playing.
Listen,
I mean, as long as
I know that's right.
As long as you
I
agree. I agree with that.
It is what it is.
That's it.
I
Babe
agree.
can brush up against me. He can look at me. He can get out the shower, and I'm like, okay, what's up, shorty? You come here often? What's up? Like,
Okay.
it's on and popping. He don't take nothing.
Look, and when you, especially when you're in a partnership or a marriage, you find certain things about your lover that just like that turn you on that you never like. When you really start getting intimate, you notice there's certain things that you never noticed before. Dang, like I noticed about my husband. We've been married 3 years, but just a year or so ago, a few months ago, I started really noticing his eyes colors change, and I'm like, dang, sometimes your eyes are beige, or sometimes they're green, or sometimes it depends on what's going on. Ooh, that's so sexy. Or I notice that's the little things he does, and it just like he don't even have to do nothing serious. He just walk past me, and soldier getting to salute me. You know what I'm saying? That's what happens.
That's it.
But that's that deeper connection that you learn from a person when you're committed to
Yes.
a person. That means that you actually truly love that person.
That's the deeper
like you
connection,
move
right?
past that level of being lust. Now you're actually in love with that person.
Love,
So
yeah.
when you
I ain't gonna
find
lie.
people
When we
like
first
that-
got together, it was a lot of lust. I ain't gonna lie about that. I was very
But you know
lustful.
what? That's the way they all.
That's how it
start
usually
out.
starts, though.
You have to be attracted to someone. You have to be lustful of that person. I'm sorry. We just not gonna act like we just walk up and this. No, you gotta have that visual first. Visual
Right.
first. And everything else.
When he moved here. When he moved to Dallas, he was in Florida. He moved to Dallas. He caught the bus here. When he got off that bus, we ran to each other like we had seen each other, like we knew each other for many, many years, and we both just cried like we are happy. Like, you know what I'm saying? I picked him up and twirled him around, knowing damn well I got a bad back and bad hips, and I ain't supposed to be picking nobody up. But when he came off that bus, I picked his little ass up and I twirled him around like we was in a movie, because my soul and my eyes were feasting as well as my soul. My soul had already feasted, but then my eyes. Yeah, I was like, damn.
What? Your what? Your soul and your eyes were what?
Feasting.
My soul had feasted, and then my eyes feasted.
Feasting. I love. That's powerful.
And his eyes feasted on me, because he said when he came out the bus and he saw me, he was like, "That's my man." Oh my God, that's my man. Everything, because it was hard. Let me say it like this: it's hard for us to find that one that we love, because we're so busy wanting what we want instead of wanting what God has for us and the soul that God has for us, because a lot of times that soul is not wrapped in the package that we wanted in.
Okay.
And so we miss what God has for us, because I saw a meme one time that said, God, I was asking you for a good man and I wanted a good man. Why won't you send me a good man? The Lord said back to him, he said to him, I did, but you said no fats and no film. I sent him.
Or no whites and no black.
No, yeah, you I sent him to you. I gave him to you. But you said no fats, no fats, films, or Asians, or whites, or black. You said all these things. No trans. You said all these things. I sent them to you. Why can't I have a good man or a good soul or a good spirit or a good person to be with? You said all these things because they weren't wrapped in the gift box that you wanted them wrapped in, and you could have missed out on everything. Like my husband even said, when we got together, he said he never thought that he would find everything he wanted in one man. Because you know how sometimes you'll find one thing you want in one man, and then find another thing you want in another man, and find another thing you want in another man. You 9 times out of 10 ain't gonna get it all wrapped up in one package. But he got everything he wanted in one man. He got a masculine man, he got a top, and he got a big man. He wanted all those things
and big meat
wrapped up in one package, and he got everything he wanted wrapped up in one little package. Right? Take your man's love. That's why. The reason I know so much about it.
I took the eraser and erased everything that I asked for. I said, just give me somebody that's honest, that's loyal,
right,
they can love, and that
right.
know.
And those are other things he said too, right? And he got, and the things I said was because I ain't gonna lie, I was being hypocritical because I was doing the same thing. Okay, I want them slim, short, shorter than me, or a little bit taller with a 6-pack, because me and another big new dude, I done tried it, it just didn't work. And then once I got to the point where I said, you know what, bump it. Lord, just give me a good man that's gonna be good to me and gonna love me for me totally. And if it comes that it's another big man, guess what? Both of our fat behinds will get in there and love on one another, and we gonna do it like that. And so, but when I gave that up, that specific, and just said, send me someone to love, then I got what I actually wanted, because I said, you know what? Whatever you send my way, I'm gonna say yes, Lord. Let me go and get this, take this soul and love on this soul. But then I happened to get what I wanted. He was slim. He was, he's not that much taller than me, but he loved me for me. He loves all of me. He loves all this. He calls it goodness. This is all goodness. All this is goodness. And so
I have 2 things to say about that. So first, what if the person don't know that you're meant for them and you could be staring at them? And then 2, what if the package comes?
Message.
What if the package comes, but then it ain't the right size package?
So is that truly a compromise? In other words,
is it truly? Let me say this.
Let Tristan answer that one.
No. Let me
answer that one.
Let me answer.
But I think it was directed to Tristan.
Oh, it was directed to okay.
No, it ain't. No, it wasn't. No, this ain't about
panel.
my tree trunk. We ain't talking about that right now. What we talking about? We talking about smaller packages.
Oh,
He said, bitch, he ain't small, honey.
a shrub.
Throw him in the Smurf community.
Look.
Yeah, I am not in the Smurf community at all. I'm not either. So
now, would I take a smaller one? I don't mind. I mean, I'll be blessed with whatever I get. But you know, it is what it is. I didn't ask for it, just like I didn't.
But I like that question you said, Jasmine. What if you're the person for them and you're standing in front of them the whole time and they don't know it? Like, that's a good question. Like, it's like because they ignore it because they don't look at the signs. They don't look at the things.
Right.
You said what, baby?
Right.
They put you in the come on. Man, come over here and you say that.
Tell baby, we've been trying to get him to get on and talk to us for a while.
She said they've been trying to get you to come on the live forever. So come on over here. Come on here, baby.
Tell him his mother-in-law said, come on the live.
That's fine. Come on. He said, yeah, but I'm smoking. Come on the live. Well, people drinking. Who cares? These grown folks. Shit. We grown.
Tell him this after dark.
Right. This is after dark. We on here 12 o'clock at night.
I think Zalin just can't get money. These folks in the comments is trying to get them digits, and I'm just sitting here watching like the voyeur mother that I am.
Just tragic. Just taking everybody.
What's going on?
Just scooping up.
Watching.
Because I'm looking at this chat. This chat done turned into a whole nother situation going on up in here.
It's done turned into Tinder.
He's gonna get his chair, y'all.
What's up, baby? Oh, what you got it? What the hell?
Come on, Pastor.
You see how quick he did it? He said,
"The hell?
Yeah, I'm not fooling with y'all."
What happened?
I just want to say, keep in mind we do have the Save On Experience tomorrow night that will be live, featuring three of the panel members that's on here tomorrow. And keep in mind, my very first StreamYard will be on Sunday, sometime Sunday afternoon, and I would like to invite each and every one of y'all to come in and to participate.
Here's what
that'll be my very first one.
I would like to see the Friday night Juicy chat. I would like the Saturday night social club, and then we to come up with your name for Sunday. Because honestly, I mean, bitch, if they ain't doing shit, we just get on and do what we gotta do, girl.
Well, Don Allen does the Saturday.
Hey, babe.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Well, damn. I mean, really? All right then.
First man.
Savon, remember Don Allen does a Saturday Sabbath worship.
Right.
For those, yes, right, because I've been there, and yes, absolutely.
I forgot about that.
Yes, I just feel so blessed that our first man.
Y'all see, babe? Y'all see the first lady?
I see the first man, just blessed and bald and just wonderful, and I'm just excited about this union. Is that Michelob?
She look like she is. Is that Michelob Light?
Y'all are all up in the camera.
I'm just glad that he trusts us to show up. So
right, because not everybody will do that.
That's right.
They want to protect their man.
We want to make him feel loved.
Sorry.
What you were just saying. He's gonna say what he was just saying,
and we gonna shut up.
Y'all gotta be quiet because he's very soft spoken. Y'all gotta be quiet. He's soft spoken. You won't be able to hear him.
The reason why they don't see it is because they got you in the friend zone.
Yeah.
They got you in what's called the friend zone. The friend zone is, I think I like you, but I don't want to start a relationship because I don't know how you go. I don't know how you go act.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what they do is they place you in the friend zone. Basically, they keep you close, even though they questioning a relationship with you. They don't want to mess up the friendship, so they just keep you in the friend zone. And you can be the perfect person for them.
And a lot of times it's because they don't have their shit together either. Let's just be real.
Yeah. Well, let me introduce them to everybody. Over here, we got Mister6ft8. That's the host of tonight. Say hey, wait, 6ft8. We got Savon, lovely Savon. We got Mother Jasmine up here, lovely Mother Jasmine. We got Brother Silent.
Hi.
And of course, you
Nice
know our mother dear, Anthony Brown.
Yes, God.
We know Mother dear. That's Mother dear, right? That's Mother dear right there. That's
yes.
That's our mom.
I am glad that all of y'all came on. You know, this started out as just me getting on here just to kind of like, you know, chop it up and just, you know, kick it. I didn't know it was going to turn into all of this. So I definitely do appreciate, you know, the support, the love. Like, it means a lot, because I'm telling you, I was a little down in spirit, but now I'm like, I'm good. I done drunk this whole damn bottle of wine. So now I gotta go get another one when I get up in the morning.
So you done had you a good time now.
Look, let me tell you.
We done told him.
Silent, let me give you a piece of advice, if you don't mind. I'm 52 years old. Okay.
Yep.
When I first came into the lifestyle, I started out as a bottom, 100%.
Yeah.
I was dating this Puerto Rican dude. I was 26, 27. When we met, he told me he was a top. All I knew was bottom. So I said, okay, fine, whatever. But I've always had the open mind that I'm here to do whatever it takes to satisfy my partner. Yes. But I never wanted or had the desire to top. Mm-hmm. But here's the thing is, he was versatile, but he didn't know how to tell me he was versatile.
Yeah.
He wanted dick, but didn't know how to tell me he wanted dick. I remember it so well. It was one Saturday morning. We were laying in the bed, and he was going through something. I was holding him from behind, trying to comfort him. We had been together at this point probably almost a year. Now we sleeping naked, so we had no clothes. So in the midst of me holding him from behind, my penis was rubbing against his ass.
Mm-hmm. Boingity, boingity, boing, boing.
So I got slightly erect because I'm attracted to him. Mm-hmm. It wasn't so much because the ass was there; it's just that I liked him. Mm-hmm. He felt my erect and started throwing the ass back, and actually his ass found the dick.
Perched.
So he kind of like kept moving and squirming a little bit until he made ass meet dick. Mm-hmm. Me never topping. Was like,
what's going on?
I don't know what's going on, but it felt good, and I let it flow. Mm-hmm. So he kept going to the point where the ass found their dick, and I started pushing forward. He started pushing back, and before you know it, I was fucking him.
Yes.
I tell you,
that's
baby. Yes, it was like crack.
Yes.
That was the best thing I ever had in all the days. That's better than indoor plumbing.
Ain't it?
I promise you. I was so turned on by that booty to the point where I was fucking that child so much. His sister lived like 4 or 5 blocks from us. Sometimes I would call him and like, babe, where you at? He's like, I'm at Vanessa's house. I'm like, I don't believe you. You cheating on me? You know, you stand.
Getting jealous.
He would put her on the phone to prove that he's at his sister's house. But the reason why he was staying away so much, I wasn't letting him get no sleep. That ass was like crack. That's why. Just thinking about it right now, I want to go find him. But that ass, it was something about that ass. And I promise you, I'm telling you.
Something about that ass. Yes, sir.
Yes. That thing will make you speak in, it will make you speak in tongues.
Shananaya.
Yes. So the first time you get it, just think back to this conversation and say, Anthony warned me.
Let me tell you something. I can see that baby right now. He gonna, girl, Lord Jesus.
And speaking of ass,
Listen, I want to thank Prison Bay for showing me the way because I thought I was a big old woman until I got Prison Bay, and I was like, "Well, damn, shit, I done wasted shit half of my 20s. What the fuck?" So,
but then you gotta also understand.
Hold on. I think Silent got a message right there for him.
Right. Speaking of ass, D-Star hairstylist.
I'm trying.
listen, D-Star hairstylist is looking for a bisexual versus bottom. You got all that natural, beautiful hair that he can style and coif and moisturize and make wonderful. It sounds like a situation made.
Like we got a dating network going on up in here.
I guess so. I just came on here to say hi.
I know you came in and say hi, but sometimes those hellos equals blessings.
Yes.
Hello.
You're
looking forward.
But like I was saying, with some people, they have tried topping. Like my husband, he's tried topping before. Not me,
twice,
but he's tried topping before, and he did not like it. It wasn't something that
it just don't work.
And it's okay. We appreciate you.
It just don't work.
It makes room for us. We thank you.
Easier. I found that bottle.
It was definitely not a panty dropper at all. The
only thing that separates me from other bottoms is before I met him, I was not with every Tom, Dick, and Harry. I was by myself. So if I ended up with somebody, I ended up with somebody.
Yeah.
And if I with them, I was with that person.
Yeah. That is a difference.
He wasn't like his husband. He wasn't a hoe.
Well, guess what? I was a hoe, so shit. I'm proud.
Tony
of it.
giving us that side eye. I don't know, Tony. Why are you giving us that side eye?
Tony, I love Mother, but I'm pretty sure she was a bit promiscuous as well.
Yeah, I was a hoe back in the day, and all my hoes was good hoes.
I love my mama to death. My mama was a hoe.
You know, knowledge comes from experience.
Well, I had a house full of hoes.
Well, excuse me.
That's a topic.
And now the church doors are open.
but now y'all can see. Now y'all can see. Unless he and I actually talk and have conversation, you hear our voices. When you look at us in contrast, he looks more like a top than I do. I have a softer face. I have softer features. I don't have cut.
But that's why looks are always deceiving.
And then you look at him.
I coming from my angle, being from the trans experience, messing with a whole bunch of DL boys, I don't see. I see the bottom, honey.
You see it.
Very handsome.
I have a question.
Very handsome. I can just see it just from experience, though. But you're right. For the average gay, probably. But I don't see it.
Okay, what you got? What question you got?
I've never, for some reason, I've never been attracted to like DL guys. Like they never attracted me.
Okay, what are you attracted to?
So, like, particularly, I'm in the middle. I consider myself like more in the middle.
Okay.
So I'm attracted to people that are comfortable in their own skin. So if you're more feminine, you're more feminine. If you're more masculine, you're more masculine. So it really doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
But the thing is,
how old are you?
I'm mostly attracted to is like the first thing I'm looking at is probably your eyes, and then if you got a butt, that's for male or female.
Yeah.
So
you like what you like.
You like that's right. You like what you like.
Yeah.
I know that's right. That's my brother right there. He looking at that booty.
Yeah.
Yes, brother. Look at that booty.
And
then
your
face.
That booty
you gotta
means.
see if it's variable. You got to see if the booty is face variable, meaning, and can I put my face in it and go? That's just
exactly.
Now I have something to say about. No, hold up. I got something to say about that. We all don't have.
Hey, Miss Jasmine. Yeah.
Basically, what he said is, if you can vote about the ass like you can vote about a set of tits, it's fine.
Now,
with they don't have a booty like that. Come on, Jasmine.
I was just gonna say.
Well, no, because
hold on. I don't have a big one like that, but she is right in tight.
Oh,
right.
To you, it may not be big, but to somebody else,
right?
To somebody else,
Mm-hmm.
you may be bigger than what you think.
Like with him, he thought when I got with him, he thought because I had been with guys that had slim waist, small guys with big butt, that he would not be satisfactory to me. But he did not understand. To me, it's just right for your frame. It's just right for how you look, how you're built. You're not meant to have no big old jalopy boot.
I want one like, but I want one like Savant because Savant got one of them old.
Yes.
I do not.
Yeah, she do stand up and show the camera.
Don't be acting like that.
But like he was saying, like he was saying, Jasmine.
See, I want to give mine
away,
to be honest.
Like he thought that it was small, but to me, it was wonderful and just right because yes,
Tori got ass,
muscular, and he has a small butt, but it's soft and it's pliant. So to me, as long as I could jiggle them cakes, and slap them and they wiggle a little bit, I'm all right. It ain't got to be big. As long as I can do this and it don't sit there like an old muscle butt, because I don't like muscle butt. If it don't sit there like a muscle butt and it give me a little bit of jiggle and wiggle, I'm all right. And that's jiggle. He didn't realize to me,
I like wiggle.
He's everything.
It's jiggling, baby. Go ahead, baby. It's jiggling, baby.
Wiggle.
Go ahead, baby. Wiggle.
I gotta use the restroom. Y'all play too much.
Do y'all realize we've been on here for 3 hours?
I did not realize.
But it's been fun.
Did y'all see? Y'all saw Savon's ass when she got up?
Right.
I told you.
I saw a little cake of lake.
I don't know why Savon acting like she don't got a butt.
So, Mr.
Savon definitely has a butt. Just like I finally came to the conclusion to accept, my God-given gifts.
That you got a tree trunk.
But look, though, here's my only thing with that. Being that, and this is not speaking for me, I'm just speaking for my experiences, being that, I have such a broad range of, dealing with people of straight, women, trans, gay, whatever. Just because it's big does not mean that a person may know what to do with it. So
in other words, you're trying to say that you know what you don't.
No, because he ain't got no skills.
I mean, I personally know how to, work mine, but I'm just saying that I've been with guys on the other end who, Can
you let him sit down? Let him sit down. So, our dog, she want to jump in the chair. You don't want him to sit down.
But yeah, that's my only thing. I know what to do with mine, but I'm just saying that some guys don't. And then you have some guys that do, like I had, back in my 20s when I was buck wild in the hole and all the other stuff, trying to find love and all the other, good-ish. I had a guy that was like 11 inches and almost tore me completely apart, and I said never again. No God.
11.
No God.
Oh, girl, you doing
yes. This is my phone number.
Oh no, people can't go through that.
No, that's right up Tony back alley. That's right up Tony back alley.
Yes, God.
That's Tony tight right there. Tony want to be ripped apart
for a while. I didn't want no more steak.
Actually, this is not Michelob, it's Modelo.
That's a lot.
It's a Modelo.
Savon. We noticed your ass when you got up.
Don't be all coy now.
I see y'all saw that ass when she got up.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Girl, you was around the corner and all we saw was ass catching up.
It was
D-Star, I'm not paying you no mind, D-Star. I ain't saying you.
It was an optical illusion. It was the green screen.
D-Star, okay, D-Star.
D-Star is a mess.
Hey, I want to ask y'all, do y'all have anything because he has never been on here, y'all have anything to ask or say to Tori?
First of all, Tori, thank you for trusting us and coming on in this circle of trust.
Yes.
Definitely.
With them dimples. God, Lord Jesus.
But I will say that when I first saw you, I wanted, I was a little, taken aback and scared. I wanted Don to sit here and just blink twice to let me know if he's safe or not, because you look like you can sit here and punch somebody, into the next.
I don't get that from him. I get very supportive from him. I don't get the dollar.
No, but supportive can also mean that I'm gonna beat your ass.
He was not giving me Ike realness.
Oh, so he like that kind of trade.
I don't see that.
No, it's just that, it's so funny because he is so like he has just the overall like boom 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 boom, and then when he talk, he's so soft spoken that it's just like it takes you back, because it's like you're not.
Y'all heard her?
Don't be doing
Y'all heard her come out their throat?
Don't be doing it. Leave her.
Alone. I didn't do that. I didn't say that.
Her and her Gucci purse alone,
I didn't say that.
That's my daughter-in-law.
Leave her and her Gucci purse alone, bitch. If she want her quarters to fall out, leave her alone. God damn it.
But I will say this. I like people. I like people that have that element of surprise. So with that being said, congratulations and kudos. I like the fact that you have an element of surprise. You possess that, definitely.
He said thank you. Y'all can't hear him. He said thank you. Anybody else got something? Because he on here. He's shy. So.
I already knew. When Don Allen told me the story and the support and all that, I already knew, so I'm not surprised.
Y'all, he's
also a minister.
Like,
Don Allen is apostle, and then he recently got ordained as a minister.
He told he's a minister now. Yeah.
Now.
Oh, okay.
I believe it. He sees people for who they really are. He's also doing a lot of stuff, and it's just natural. So I get it.
Yeah, and now he can fully support me in ministry, because now not only are you the first gentleman, now you are a minister. So those times when I can't deal with stuff at the church and do stuff at the church, now you could do it because you're licensed now, and you're available to help me out on the ministry end and say, hey, let's say one Sabbath I can't do my virtual service. He's still kind of shy, but he's gotten to the point that now, if I can't do a Sabbath service, let's say I've had a fibromyalgia attack and I can't get out of bed, or I'm really, really sick. He knows, he's to the point, he even has access, so to Tony, to my Facebook page, that he could just go on the page and do the service and carry the service without me being, because now he know, you know what I'm saying? That's why I said, man, that's all. I'm grateful because I found the love of my life. My soul found my soul. You know what I'm saying? My soul found the soul that I was supposed to be with for the rest of my life. Because he's even loved me to the point of I was scared of leaving Dallas to move to Atlanta because of what that dangerous person had put in my head.
Yeah.
He was asking me, why you want to leave Dallas? You know, when you leave Dallas, Tori gonna break up with you because there's a bunch of top and good looking men in Atlanta. He gonna break up with you.
Atlanta is a whole bunch of
he gonna find another man and he gonna leave you and all that stuff. And so all that negativity.
Don Allen, you heard Jasmine?
Every time I've gone to Atlanta, all I found was a whole bunch of strong ass bottoms.
Yes, a whole bunch of. But
that's the reason why I said fuck all that bottom shit. I'm gonna sit here and be me, and that's gonna be that because I ain't got time.
But having all that negativity, he said to me, "I love you, but I'm not going to stay here another year because the Lord is calling me we're going somewhere else. We got to get out of here. I don't like Dallas. I don't like Texas. I want to move back to the South, the real South, because they love to say the Texas is the South. But to me, the things they do here is not Southern at all. I'm from Florida, so I know about Southern things. The things they do here is not Southern. And they swear up and down that Florida's not the South. Nigga, how much further south you gonna go than Florida? You gonna go any further south, you gonna be somewhere landed in the ocean. Because what it is they think about places like Miami, they think about Orlando, they think about the rural area, but they don't think about Apalachicola and Tallahassee and P. Ryan, and they don't think about Pensacola, all the country, southern,
true South.
Hold on. places that are in
Very
Florida.
contrary.
That's really southern.
Very
That's
contrary.
southern. And he's like, we're not gonna stay here another year. He said to me, I love you, but my thing is when October comes, if you do not leave, I will leave without you.
Oh.
He said, but I'm not gonna leave you. I'm gonna buy you an open-ended ticket. And when you make up your mind that you want to come and be where I am, then you could use that open-ended ticket and come on home.
Well, do he got a brother?
Huh?
I said, do he got a brother? You got a brother or something?
That don't mean they the same.
Mentality.
Tristan, you gonna get beat up.
Tell him what you said.
Right.
Tell him what you said.
Okay. This is what I said. When October comes, I'm gonna leave. But I'm not leaving. I'm gonna leave to go set up
and prepare.
But I'm gonna leave an open ticket. This open ticket is round trip. Now, the purpose of this being round trip is because if you get there and it don't work out, you can always come back to where you was.
Come on, Dimples.
But that motivated me to say, you know what? This man loved you enough that he sees something greater for you in Atlanta than what you're doing in Texas. Because I haven't really accomplished anything here. And he sees something greater, and he sees ministry in you. He's like, I know we can start our church. I know we can have better things. And he said, then plus we're closer to both of our mothers. My mother is a senior citizen. His mother's getting older. You know, our mothers are getting older.
The other mother, because I'm not a senior citizen, bitch.
Here's the thing, Don Allen. Here's the thing, Apostle Don Allen. See, God will also pair us with people that will also continue to grow our faith. And continue.
Hold on, Savon. Hold on, Savon. You need to clarify that, Don Allen. I'm not no senior citizen, bitch. He means the other mother. I'm still vibrant.
I mean the one who pushed me out of her cootie hole.
Oh, okay. 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 Continue.
Yeah. That one.
Say, bitch, don't try me, bitch. I ain't
No, I'm still vibrant, honey.
But you know what? This is exactly what's supposed to happen in a relationship. You guys are supposed to be able to build each other and push each other and also test each other's faith. You know, you have to have faith to move forward and trust in God to know that things will work out. And you've got somebody who's there to stand with you and walk through that with you.
Right. Because
in order to be comfortable, you have to be uncomfortable.
Yeah. And he was just like, he said, when October comes, I'm leaving with or without you. Well, that got me to moving. Now you see this weekend, I'm going to look for places. I'm going stuff that I should have already done when we only got like 5 or 6 months left before October gets here. You know what I'm saying? I was dragging behind because of all this toxic that was still in my head, that soul tie. And then like Tony said, my mama said, he said that he wants you to stay there so that he can use you for his glory, for what he wants you to do. Because I sing and I do stuff in the church and it makes him look good because he's the one that brought me to that church. So me being there and everything I do makes him look good. And so for me to leave, now I'm putting that particular, because there are 137 churches in the organization. But now that church here in Dallas is becoming on the map because of my singing ability. The national bishop is like, oh my God, who is this singer? Who is this guy? And so now that church is being put on the map. And so now he's like, damn, if he leaves, what are we going to do here in Dallas? So he kept putting it in my ear. Well, if you get to Atlanta, Tori ain't gonna leave. Well, you know he don't really like you no way. And da. So when you get there, he gonna leave you. When you get there, everything on fire. He's like, "Are you sure that you're supposed to be going there? What make you want to go to Atlanta?" You know what I'm saying? Like these little things to make me scared. And now I'm so gung ho that now I'm getting on Tory nerves Because I'm like, man, you ready? You excited? Let's go. I'm so excited. I'm so ready. Like, I'm all hyped up now. I'm ready to go. Like, I'm like, shoot, October can't get here fast enough for me. I'm so ready to go. You know what I'm saying? I'm like excited to go because I feel like it's gonna be better ministry opportunity because Atlanta has a lot of upcoming churches, basically, gay churches. And I think that this will be the right niche for me because Dallas and Texas is the Bible Belt, so they really not into that here, not a lot. And so I feel like it's better opportunity and it's more people I can reach. And it's more people that I can help save or bring somebody to God or say, hey man, I've been there, done that. I can help the dope dealer because I've been a dope dealer. I can help the pimp because I've been a pimp. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you, hey man, you don't need to do this. This is not what you need to do, bro. Like the fast money ain't gonna last you always. That fast money, I made plenty of money, but it did not last me. And it did not last always. Oh, I made money being a pimp. I had 5 girls in my state. Did all of that. But when I realized that was something greater for me and I had a greater calling, I let all that go. And I understood that what I got to do. And now I realize I have a greater calling. My calling now is I want to help youth and young adults who are in the LGBTQIAS, WP, NMNOP community to come to grips with, to learn how to deal with their sexuality and their faith and to reconcile those two. And to understand that God, listen, I'm saying this to anybody watching. I know people probably watching, whatever, but I'm saying it and I'm gonna let it go. Anybody watching this, you were not a mistake. God loves you just the way you are. He made you, doesn't make mistakes. He made you on purpose, with a purpose. And he loves you just, and my thing is I want to save the young people because I don't want them to be where I was. I don't want them to marry and be miserable because you married and that's not what you want and who you want, what you're trying to be or whatever. And I'm through. I got 2 words and I'm through. Two more words. Be real, and I'm through. That's it. I'm through. I got nothing to go.
And I think that's a good note to leave off of. So with that being said, we're gonna pause and we're gonna pick back up on tomorrow night at what time, Savon?
It's gonna be 8 p.m. Mountain Standard, 9 p.m. Central
Eastern,
and 10 p.m.
No, 9 o'clock Eastern.
9 o'clock Eastern.
I had a couple of drinks. I know it's gonna be 9 p.m. Central Standard.
Just a drunk. Look, it's gonna be 8 p.m. Central, I think, and then 9 p.m.
It's 9 p.m. Central.
No, 9 p.m.
You just said 8. It's 9 p.m. Eastern, my time.
What I say on my damn page? Shit, y'all.
You said 8 p.m. Eastern. It's 8 p.m. your time. Savon, girl. Just say no.
No, it's supposed to be 8 p.m. Jazz
your time.
9 p.m. mine.
I'm Eastern.
Just look at
what are you, Jasmine?
Y'all see the flyer. I posted up.
What are you, Jasmine?
On my Facebook and Instagram.
It's 1 o'clock my time here. So what time?
It's 1 o'clock my time, Jasmine.
It's almost 2 o'clock.
So we're all in Central time.
It's 2 o'clock.
No,
it's 2 o'clock here.
I'm in Eastern.
I'm Eastern. It's 2:01.
So it's gonna be 9 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Jasmine time, I guess, because it's 1 p.m. here where I'm at too.
No, it's 1 a.m. where you at.
9.
No,
did she say p.m.? Did she just say p.m.?
You know what, Steve? I'm not with you.
Yes, she did.
How many glasses you had, Savon, to drink?
You will see.
Good night, y'all.
See you, Apostle.
I'm glad you're not driving.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah. You'll see the flyer.
At the Savon Experience, which is Savon1111 on YouTube, and we'll all be back tomorrow.
That part.
And the Anthony Brown Show on all platforms and YouTube. Follow me.
Yes. When is your next show?
I gotta get on your show one time.
I don't know. I got to put together something. I have an excellent idea I want to share with share with actually Mister6ft8, and I want to share with actually all of you. We can even include Mr. Vocalist.
I still didn't hear vocals from Mr. Vocalist though.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I wasn't waiting on it.
Nah, that's all right, because see, if he give him D-Star, probably gonna drop his pants and we gonna have a whole nother situation up in this chat. So yeah, it's all right. It's good. You get a pass. You get a pass tonight.
Said it's 2 a.m. in Florida and 1 p.m. in Tennessee. You know I ain't messing with you because y'all know it's 1 a.m. shit. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. It's 1:03 a.m. here, so it's gonna be
2:03 here.
And it'll be 9 p.m. my time tomorrow.
So it'll be 9 o'clock our time, Savant, and for Atlanta and South Florida, it'll be 10 o'clock.
10.
Okay, so
what they
tomorrow.
said. What they
I should be
said.
home from work then. I should be home from work then.
But thank you all for joining in, and I'm gonna take my drunk ass to sleep because I done had drunk this whole bottle, and I'm probably sure I'm gonna be like knocked out for a little while.
Don't go on those Tinder sites when you get off here either.
No,
okay.
Just me, myself, and my pillows.
Don't get on Jack.
I can't deal with Jack. It's too much. Too much.
The shade is real.
It is.
I'm gonna go pee and then I'm going to sleep because I do have to be to work in 4 hours.
I know. I forgot. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's all good. I'm not mad. No, not 4 hours. Hold up. I'm sorry. Hold on. It's 1 o'clock. I still have until 7, so I'm good.
I have work at 2.
2 p.m.
2 p.m. 2 p.m.
What time you get off?
Around 8.
What kind of work you do?
Good night, Mark.
I work at Amazon, so you know they don't care about nobody.
We do. You're essential. We thank you for all that you do.
We do. We care about you.
We do care about you. Thank you so much for everything that you do.
So does D-Star care about you?
It's worth the stress because this money is coming in handy.
Come on, money. Hopefully you'll join us at our show tomorrow.
I'll try.
All right.
This is my first time showing my face.
We thank you for
We appreciate you. Yes, we thank you.
And we enjoyed you.
And D-Star really thanks you.
Yes.
Yes.
And I hope this live saves. I don't know if it's gonna save, but because I don't know.
It will.
It will automatically save on your YouTube channel because that's where you streamed it. It'll just give it like 5 to 10 minutes. It'll show up.
Yeah, it'll pop up.
All right, y'all. Well, I will say good night, and I'm gonna sign off for here. And I hope y'all be blessed.
Have a beautiful one.
And
take care. Good night, everybody.
And I will
tomorrow.
Good night.
Toodles.
Good night.
I ain't cut it off. I won't cut off.